an absolutely spectacular night for high school football for a true rivalry game on Rivalry Friday. We are in Coreyton for the Hearthside Bank pregame show and the home of the Gibbs Eagles. Gibbs 1-0 after a win this past week over Union County at home. Hall's an overtime loss to Oak Ridge, and they're looking to go 1-1 on the early season. Mark Packer along with Zach Nelson. We'll have Starkey down on the sideline in just a few minutes. This is one of those rivalry games. Circle this one on the schedule. This is a fun one.
These two teams don't like one another whatsoever, and this has got all the juice that you want. We've got a triple option on one side. We've got the number 12 ranked recruit on the other in the state. It's going to be exciting.
There we go. Yeah, and we'll get to all of that as we get through, but we've got two head coaches who are standing by ready to coach their team. Let's head down to Sophie Starkey, who starts on the Hall side.
Yeah, Mark, I'm here with head coach Hall's Brent Hughes. Coach, tough overtime battle for you guys last week. What did that show you about your team's ability to perform under pressure?
Yeah, just fight. You know, I think at the end of the day, you want to see what your kids are going to do under tough times when things don't go your way. And, you know, I got a lot of great kids, and they just kept fighting and battling.
One of those playmakers, Jarrell Chandler, we've seen how explosive he can be. Where can he make the biggest difference tonight?
Yeah, obviously defense, right? And, you know, hopefully we can get him in a routine on offense. Last week he was, you know, battling through some stuff, but, you know, hopefully he's ready to go tonight.
And the Eagles were able to produce 52 points last week. How can your defense try and slow them down?
Hopefully continue to do what we did last week and maybe just tackle the guy with the ball and win at the line of scrimmage, all the things that matter in football. And, you know, they're a well-coached football team, and this is going to be a great atmosphere, and I'm really excited about it.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
I don't know if it's the right phrase, just keeping it simple, stupid, but I think that's what he's saying. You play defense the way you're coached to do, and you should have success.
100%. And he's got the best playmaker on the field tonight.
Yeah.
Bus athlete, Jarrell Chandler. They're not going to want to look to go his way, but he'll come up and make plays up front as well.
Now, Jarrell was a little banged up last week. They hope that he's healthier tonight. He's had a hamstring that he's been dealing with. Here are the games that we've got for you next week as we're getting Brad Taylor in line. Central at West will be the rivalry Thursday game. Kingston and Loudon, the rivalry Friday game. But let's take care of tonight's game. Back to Sophie, who has the head coach for the Gibbs Eagles.
Yeah, Mark, I'm here with Coach Turner. You guys put up 52 points last week. How can you carry that offensive drive into this week?
I think just taking care of the ball, making the most of each possession. I don't foresee this game going that way. I hope it does, but it's going to be a grind, experience. Feels comfortable in what we're doing offensively and trust these guys out wide.
And it's alumni night for you guys here. You as well. What's it like having all the generations of Eagles back here?
It's awesome. It's great to see. Coach Carroll is here, the guy that was here for 30 years, Coach Edmonds. So a lot of former coaches as well as players. And it's great to see. So it's always welcome here at Gibbs.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Talks about his quarterback. You know, we saw the quarterback last week, Keith Jones, or last year, when we were here. It was a sophomore year ago. Really explosive then. Now he's that seasoned junior. I think we'll see a lot of good things out of him tonight.
He's really grown up.
Amari Lethco is their quarterback for the last 3 years. Now he's gone. Now you bring in the new quarterback that you're asking just to play mistake-free. That's what Brent Hughes liked about what he got from the quarterback position last week.
Yeah, and Lincoln Wilson, you know, he transfers in from volunteer. He's got to be that game manager tonight. You know, first time in this Halls-Gibbs rivalry from him. He's going to have to be that game manager and make some plays.
Well, and that's the thing that Brent said is he wants him to be clean. Now, there's all the atmosphere. Sophie, are you down there with me? Okay, Sophie,
yes.
I've got a question to ask you. I'm looking at the student section. What is the plan for the start of the broadcast? You've been in the middle of cornstarch. You've had baby powder close by, I think. What's the plan? Do you have one?
Well, the plan is to first ask whoever is closest if that's going to be there tonight, and that will determine the route I take once I get over there and see what their theme is.
Okay. It looks like it's hula, Hawaiian.
It looks pretty safe right now, but you never know. I thought I was safe yesterday, and there was baby powder. So now I've got to clear all the options.
Okay.
She might not be safe going in the Gibbs student section wearing red.
Okay, here we go. You called her out that quickly. It took just that long, Sophie. It's not my fault.
You're right. It's my fault. It is, and it might be dangerous territory for me tonight. So say your prayers.
Good luck down there.
That is hilarious. All right, let's Rivalry Friday.
over 77 years, homeowners and commercial companies across East Tennessee have chosen Gray Hodges for all their home needs. From quality faucets and toilets to beautiful bathtubs, cabinets, and reliable plumbing supplies. At Gray Hodges, you'll find knowledgeable service you won't get at the big box stores. With 5 convenient locations, including the newest store in Morristown, expert help is always close by. Gray Hodges. Employee owned. Service perfect.
At Food City, food becomes more. When there's passion behind every cut, every piece of fresh produce, and every baked good, that more shows up in every aisle. More care is given. There's more, I didn't know they did that. And only at Food City do you get all this more for less.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Value every day, Food City.
In a world of high prices, look to the skies, Knoxville.
Ted Russell Ford is East Tennessee's #1 volume Ford dealer.
Right now, get 0% financing plus 0 payments for 90 days and 2 years of complimentary maintenance on the 2026 Bronco, Explorer, or F-150. Come see the super dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location,
Parkside Drive, or Kingston Pike.
Absolutely spectacular night for football here. Gee, you can't tell we're at Gibbs with the big blue G in the middle of the field. Brad Turner, Brent Hughes, 2 of the better coaches we've got in the area, 2 very well-coached football teams. Welcome back to the Hearthside Bank pregame show. Mark Packer, glad you are with us tonight. David Heatherly is the CEO over at Mission of Hope. Now, your son, first off, let's get this out of the way. Your son's playing tight end at Alcoa. How neat was the Maryville-Alcoa game last week to be a part of?
You know, it was an amazing atmosphere, 2 amazing teams going at it. It was just blow for blow the entire game. And I'm going to be honest with you, how better a way to ever end it than the quarterback come on the field, had been out, throws a 2-point conversion and win. And I'm biased. My son's at Alcoa, so I was excited. I've got friends on the other team as well, so it was amazing. It was spectacular.
Hey, tonight, the reason that you are here, and I know that Alcoa is at Bearden, and you love to be over there watching your son, but you do have a job to do. Axle Logistics is coming through with one of those $10,000 donations and the Axle Impact at halftime. What does that mean to Mission of Hope?
You know, it means the world to us because it means they believe in what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, the Mission of Hope's been going since 1996, and we are passionate about helping those in these rural counties that are some of the most distressed in Tennessee, Kentucky, and Virginia. And groups like Axel coming by and putting money behind what we're doing. We've got the formula to help these children out. We just need the money to make it happen, and we're so thankful.
Well, and David, we were talking about the back to school. You guys worked so hard on that. Share with the viewers what you shared with me about how that's gone.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I was up in Kentucky all day today. We had 8 schools being delivered today out of our 29. Back to school's complete. We're going into helping over 10,000 children start the school year right, because what we found is education's the key.
Yeah.
And a lot of their parents are making the decisions between, do I buy food, do I buy clothes for my kids, versus buying paper and pencils.
Yeah.
Mission of Hope steps in and fills that gap with those children. 10,000 kids, Tennessee and Kentucky. It was amazing.
You know, also last week we had Second Harvest, a huge day over at Concord. 11,000 pounds of food was donated over there at the CAK Concord game, and they received a $10,000 donation from Axel. You guys all work together a lot, don't you? I mean, you handle a lot of things, and then they do as well from the food side.
Oh, 100%, man. That Second Harvest is an amazing partner of ours. What we do with them, we help them in communities that they may not be able to reach in their 18 counties.
Okay.
But what we're really special in trying to partner with them is we are building out children's back to school, like a weekend backpack, where we're making sure that those children that don't have food over the weekend are getting a bag of peanut butter or something to help them out.
Well, that's great. That's great. You all work together. You're all doing God's work, and that's what this is all about. We will see you at halftime. Sorry, we're going to make you stick around, but it's okay. You'll wait for that donation, right?
Oh, 100% we're going to wait. I'm going to let Alcoa do what they do well.
They'll be fine.
And we'll do what we do well. Thank you guys so much.
Fine. Appreciate you.
Here with Halls is Jarrell Chandler. Jarrell, you're going into your senior year. What do you like about this team that gives you a lot of hope going into this year?
I like about this team that everybody is young, but also they're all trying to learn and just get better.
What is it you feel like you bring to the table now, as going into your 4th year in the program? Where have you gotten better? What do you feel like you bring?
I feel like I bring experience, just knowledge to the game to help my team, and just stuff I've gotten better at, just growing as a player and understanding the game.
You've had a lot of schools call you in an era where kids bounce around, but you wanted to stick at Halls. You wanted to play at Halls. What was it about the loyalty to Coach Hughes, to the program, that kind of led you to want to be, just Halls Red Devil through and through?
Yeah, I mean, I've always played for Halls. I've lived in Halls my whole life, so it really just means a lot to me. And just Coach Hughes has always been somebody in my corner that I can trust, and I'm willing to do anything I can for him.
You go back to last year, you guys go all the way to the state semis. First time that's been done around here in 30 years.
Yep.
How much did that mean to you? I know you got 1 year left. You want to finish out this thing this year really strong, but like when you look back on it, I mean, how pretty neat was that?
I mean, it was awesome to really just kind of prove people wrong, starting out 0-3 like that, and then making a run how we did. I mean, it just kind of shows that anything can happen.
You continue to get physically bigger. How much do you enjoy the physical part of the game now that you put on more weight? You kind of get downhill and just lay the wood to some receivers as they come across the middle from that safety spot.
Absolutely. I mean, I love it. That's my favorite part, just being physical and aggressive. I mean, that's just who I am.
Defense is kind of where you'll be at the next level, but offensively in high school, is that kind of like the dessert of playing football for you, kind of like catching touchdowns and doing it? It's kind of because the future's on defense. So is the offensive side in high school it's just fun? You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess you could say it's kind of the dessert, but I mean, I also like winning games. So if I got to go score touchdowns, then I'm going to go score touchdowns.
For you, what will the memories be? What would be the indelible moments for you here at Halls?
Just really coming here every day with all my friends and just giving everything we have. It's just different here.
Going off to college, what's the expectations? What are the goals? What do you want to accomplish?
Man, going to college, I just want to, when I go, represent where I'm from, and then just do whatever I can to create a career for myself.
He is Halls' Jarrell Chandler.
Yeah, and have a feeling we will call his name a lot tonight on Axel Logistics Rivalry Friday. Halls and Gibbs tonight, and once again, kickoff will be on WKNX The Knox, which you're watching right now on TV, or WBIR Plus, which you're watching right now as well. Let's head down, and by the way, first off, here are all the Diamond Clear Media games tonight. Our friend John Kaufman, they are working hard tonight. CAK and Heritage, a lot of points in that one. Fulton at Central. You got Carnes and South Doyle, Austin East at William Blount, Carter and Grace, Maryville's over at West, Alcoa is at Bearden, Hardin Valley is at Morristown East. Sophie Starkey is somewhere in this stadium up in the stands. Where have you landed?
I've landed in the Gibbs student section, the only speck of red in the sea of blue. I'm here with some of their student section leaders. Second home game for them. How excited are you for Gibbs football to be back?
Oh, we're so excited. I mean, it's just electric out here. We have the loudest student section in Tennessee. Won't find any better quality out here.
Tell me, why are you guys one of the best student sections out here?
Oh my gosh, our chants, they're amazing. We are the loudest student section out there. These horns amplify by about 10 times. We are the best.
Do you want to give us an example of just how loud the student section is?
Hey, how loud are we?
What? What? I can't hear you.
If you're talking to me, I can't hear you.
That is great stuff. There goes, they've blown all of my equipment.
And they're still going. Still going. If Mark's talking, I've lost him.
Okay, Sophie, you can tell him to stop.
Great job, guys. Great job. Perfect.
Oh my
Great
gosh.
job, everyone.
We
By
lost.
far the loudest we've had yet. So good job, guys.
That's great stuff. All right, hey, we're going to take a break. Everybody's going to kind of knock the cobwebs out of our ears. When we come back, we'll visit with Carson Newman and inch our way closer to the loudest student section, Gibbs and Halls, at the top of the hour.
I'm Dr. Mike Costa, the owner of Knoxville Smiles, and we're happy to have you as a new patient. Whether you haven't been to the dentist in a long time or whether you're looking to make a change, here at Knoxville Smiles, we are a full-service dental office where we offer anything from your routine maintenance cleanings all the way to helping you rebuild your smile, to dentures, to implants, anything that you may need. If you have any questions, give us a call at 865-539-1776. We're here to help you.
goals. And for the little bankers in your life, Charlie's Club helps teach the fundamentals of saving, one deposit at a time. Whether you're managing personal finances, growing your business, or planning for the future, Hearthside Bank is always within reach. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Coreyton. We inch our way closer to kickoff. We've got 7:04 p.m. exactly for Halls and Gibbs coming up. Hey, I want to welcome Alan Duncan, and he's the Associate Director of Mission Mobilization at Carson Newman. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much. It's wonderful to be here this evening.
Hey, listen, so I understand we've got a record setter on our screen over at the University of Tennessee. Is that correct?
Well, I don't know. That might be true, yes.
So, in other words, my understanding is they couldn't score any touchdowns that day.
Well, we couldn't score any touchdowns, but we ended up getting a few anyway. But we beat Kentucky 29-15, and by the good Lord's grace, I hit 5 field goals. Five for 6 on the day. I missed a 55-yarder at the end of the game.
So was that at Neyland?
That was at Neyland Stadium. It sure was.
It was at Neyland. So how long were those 5 kicks? Do you remember?
Well, I'm going to say all but one were over 40, but I can't remember the actual amounts of them.
Well, before we talk about Carson Newman, I do have a bone to pick. I'm a Cowboy fan. I know you played for the Eagles.
Well, I played for the Eagles briefly. I was drafted by the Eagles in 1981 and went to training camp against a great kicker, Tony Franklin.
The kid with the guy with no shoe.
That is true. I kicked a 52-yard field goal against the Pittsburgh Steelers and got cut the next day. So I don't know what you got to do to make it the NFL.
Welcome to the world of business. Okay, so you work in the Tom Elliff Center for Missions at Carson Newman, and that just opened up, right?
That's right. We actually launched in January. Tom Elliff was president of the International Mission Board, an amazing pastor and preacher, really a mentor of Dr. Fowler, who's our president at Carson Newman. And we are just trying to engage students, no matter what academic discipline they're in, to explore what God might be saying to them about being called to the nations, from the church, through the school, to the nations is kind of our mantra. And we would just encourage them while they're there to develop it and discover what God is speaking to their heart about missions and taking the good news of Christ to the ends of the world.
Have an impact on football players. I know 20 at Carson Newman are recently baptized, and they started with a nice win.
Yes, we sure did, and praise the Lord, my place kicker did his job, but it was a team effort. It was an amazing win last night, but the last point scored and the points that actually put us ahead were a 42-yard field goal by Bennett Smith.
You know, it's really so ridiculous, by the way. You know, you guys that have a position, you always give credit to your position. You know, you were a kicker, and all you want to talk about is the kicker.
You got it. My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Sounds good, yeah. And
Go Eagles.
Yeah,
Go Eagles.
We're talking Carson Newman Eagles this time, not Philadelphia. But by the way, Carson Newman did open with a 41-38 win to his point. All right. Hey, there are a bunch of games going on around the area. Austin Price had a chance to stop off at Pigeon Forge and talk with one of their better players for the Tigers.
At Pigeon Forge with Tate Brackens. Tate, this is a Pigeon Forge team that got better a year ago. What do you like about this group as this season rolls along?
I think we're just all together. I mean, we work hard. I think we're a lot more together than last year. I think we got good leaders, and I think we're going to make sure we're ready to go. I mean, so we'll clap on every stretch before we do it, and if we don't clap, at the same time we start over. So just make sure we're locked in.
So discipline.
Yes, sir.
You're playing corner, you're playing receiver. Take me through your role on this team. What do you feel like you bring to the table?
I feel like I bring explosiveness to the table. I feel like I bring speed, aggressiveness, leadership.
At the wide receiver position, what do you like about that?
I like just burning defenders, go routes, getting open space, making things happen.
Just getting the ball in your hands. It seems like you've got to get a little bit of get up and go. And talking to Coach Woods, he's talking about how fast you are. When the ball gets in your hands on a bubble screen or whatever, do you kind of get excited?
I think we're going to make things happen, like I said. And I think we got great teammates. I got great teammates. We got great leaders, great coaches.
Well, Brackens is a familiar name in this neck of the woods. His dad, Eric, played at GP, played at Michigan. Good luck the rest of the way, my friend, okay?
Thank you.
Well, the band is getting ready to play our national anthem. We will let them do that when we come back. For most of us, our most valuable possession is our home. Well, they say that if you want to increase equity in your home, increase its value, the best way to do it is by renovating your kitchen. So after living in our home for 20 years, we decided to spruce up the kitchen. We made a business decision we called Gray Hodges.
Look, if it's the biggest business decision that you make when it comes to your home, don't take a chance. Call the professionals, the people that I trust at Gray Hodges.
Psst. Have you heard about Tennessee's Secret City? Well, here in Oak Ridge, we have it all. From world-class museums to beautiful greenways and waterways. We've got something for thrill seekers, history buffs, and so much more. Plan your trip to the Secret City today at exploreoakridge.com. The secret's out!
Devin Driscoll, here, owner and operator of D1 Training in East Tennessee. We at D1 believe that no two athletes are the same, so we test every athlete here with our Evolve testing system to get the most individualized program for your son or daughter. So if you want a specific program for your child, come to D1.
When life takes an unexpected turn, we're here to stand beside you. After a wreck, you deserve a team working for you. We fight for the results you deserve. OEB Law, we turn your wreck into a check.
Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing, and gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Welcome back to Gibbs. Time now for our national anthem.
Under the direction of Mr. Thomas
As always, brought to you by Food City. Job by the Gibbs band tonight. Not a great shot from the drone making its way into the stadium. Well, there's a number of games tonight that are big games. We start with the 100th playing of the Battle of the Bridge. It was kind of this game or that game. We were back and forth. We chose to come here. Could have gone over to Loudon on the North City. That's a special game.
100th is so impressive. And those two teams, another two, they don't like each other.
Sevier County is at Jefferson County. Both teams got wins a week ago. Cooper and Parker Newman over there. Austin East and William Blount both got off to rough beginning. Somebody going to get in the win column tonight. CAK and Heritage, a lot of points in that one. And Hardin Valley, wow, what an impressive win to open things against Carnes. Can they keep it rolling tonight in Morristown against East?
I'm really excited about that CAK and Heritage matchup. Of course, I went to Heritage, so I'm excited for that. But Joe Ossovet, the offense that he runs there and those playmakers that he has, really excited for that. And CAK, they can put up a touchdown or two as well.
Well, and our thanks as always to Jim and Nick's, pardon me as I work out the bugs here, Unique New York, to steal a line from Ron Burgundy. The pregame meal each and every game is brought to you by Jim and Nick's. 2 locations to serve you, one right outside Westtown Mall, and the other one is in Alcoa. Hall's Red Devils making their way into the stadium tonight. You know, this is a Hall's team that dominated this stunner and kind of turned the tide.
Talking about turning the tide, when this series kind of reignited back in 2013, Gibbs is 8-5.
Yeah.
And they've won 2 in a row. They look to make it 3 here at home.
Yeah, a year ago, 24-21, Gibbs got the win in this one. For Halls, they come in the overtime loss to a very good Oak Ridge team last week, 16-13. So you look at it, yeah, they're 0-1, but they learned a lot.
They did, and that's kind of the matchup that you want in week 1. You want a big tester. and a coach that loves his kids more than anyone that I've talked to, Mark. He said, really saw our kids grow up in week 1. Can't pout about it. You got to turn around for week 2 because you got Gibbs.
Yeah, and Gibbs won a game easily at home against Union County. Built some confidence, but didn't learn a lot about their team. Eagles will make their way into the stadium here at Coreyton for this rivalry game, a packed house, people still making their way in for the rivalry that is Halls and Gibbs. We're heading to break, guys. Run out of your little tunnel. Rivalry Friday is next.
Do you ever walk in your closet and think, I need help? That's why we're here at William Henry. Because here at William Henry, your look is your confidence. We offer a fine line of denim, sport coats, suits, shorts, polos, and even for fall 2026, we have our new UT Sport line coming out. Perfect for a game day. If you look in your closet and see that you need help, come see us at William Henry.
Or better, only Joe Newbert Collision Centers offer pickup and delivery, worry-free insurance claim handling, and guaranteed repairs for as long as you own your vehicle. Insist on locally owned Joe Newbert Collision Centers. And drive safely out there.
For decades, Calhoun's has been a favorite spot for East Tennessee locals and visitors, serving up award-winning barbecue and regionally inspired comfort food, with multiple scenic locations perfect for any occasion. It's a place where memories are made. Life tastes better here.
Joe Matlock opened his first service station in 1953, and it's still family-owned and operated today.
Dad left us with a lot of things. The most important thing he left us was his name and what it stands for. Small-town values and an honest day's work. 4 generations of your families have trusted 4 generations of our family with their vehicles, and that means everything to us.
Modern convenience, hometown values. That's Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
The following live sports broadcast is brought to you by Pac-Man HD Productions.
This ain't no gimmick, I gotta go get it. Let's take care of business, I'm ready for war. Fight to the finish, I came from the trenches. You can't hold me back, yeah, I knocked down the door. Addicted to winning, I'm not even kidding. I sacrificed everything else on the floor. I did. But now it's my time. So I had to put it in beast mode. Fighting for the top spot, I came up from zero. Team with me and we working, yeah, we got the cheat code. You know it don't matter if I'm on the west or the east coast. Ain't no coming in peace, bro. Yeah, I'm in beast mode. Had to put it in beast mode. Fighting for the top spot, I came up from zero. Team with me and we working, yeah, we got the cheat code. You know it don't matter if I'm on the west or the east coast. Ain't no coming in peace, bro. Yeah, I'm in beast mode. Fighting for the top spot, I came up from zero.
Well, tonight we have one of those games that you circle on the schedule and you say, that's a true rivalry game. That's one I want to see. And tonight on Axel Logistics Rivalry Friday, brought to you by Carson Newman, it is the rivalry that is Halls and Gibbs. These two teams took a break for a while because the rivalry was so heated. Back in 2013, they reunited. And ever since then, this has been one of those games that you want to see. Mark Packer along with the taller Zach Nelson. Let's talk about the key players at this game because I think those guys are about ready to play.
Yeah, Mark, they're ready. First, we'll go to the Hall side, number 44, Gavin Selt. This is kind of that old school thumper linebacker. This kid will hit you in the mouth. 17 tackles a week ago, a sack. He's going to be huge for Halls tonight.
Meanwhile, for Gibbs, they've got a lot of playmakers. This is a guy, though, Tucker Owenby. We'll talk about him, but I'll go ahead and tell you he's out tonight.
Not going to play tonight, Mark. Just over 1,000 yards a season ago, 7 touchdowns is a big playmaker there without.
And I think the point is you see somebody you're going to miss tonight if you're Gibbs. Before we get down to the field for kickoff, Gibbs won the toss. They have elected to defer. Sophie Starkey is somewhere in the student section, or in this case, down on the sideline.
Yeah, Mark, I've got out of there. My ears are still ringing a little bit, but I'm down on the field to point out something that I think is worthy of pointing out. We've got a double-decker bus situation behind us for the alumni. It's alumni night, and apparently you can rent it out to get one of the best seats in the house. And some alumni are sitting in there right now. I might have to take a tour over there if they'll let me. I don't know if they will because I'm in red, but I thought, what a cool thing to add. If you want to rent out that space, get a wristband, best seat in the house here at Gibbs.
You had a shot, and then you messed it up when you looked in the closet.
I did. I wasn't quick on that thinking, Mark.
That's okay. That's all right. Years ago, I tried to set my sister up from Texas with a guy from Knoxville. She didn't realize we were watching Tennessee, Alabama. She came walking out wearing maroon. Ruined the whole deal. Got to read the room. So Jarrell Chandler, one of the guys who is deep for the Hall's Red Devils tonight. He has been battling a hamstring. And late in the game last week in overtime, he absolutely cramped up. They're going to need him to be healthy tonight. A low kick that is returnable from the 24-yard line, and the Red Devils will set up offense outside the 35. First quarter, as always, is brought to you by OEB Law. Turn your wreck into a check with OEB Law. And there is the quarterback.
There's 2 underclassmen that'll line up with him tonight.
They'll go to the ground on play number 1, and not much doing. We'll call it a gain of 3. Set the offensive lineup for you. They got a lot of experience up front.
A lot of experience, but then you see there at the running back spot, Maverick Sharp, a freshman. Coach Hughes says he's going to be a special football player. He's going to have to grow up and grow up tonight.
That's the one thing Brent Hughes was talking about his team. He said, you know, I've got a couple of 9th graders starting. I've got a good mix. We just need the time to get everybody on the same page. Jarrell Chandler off left tackle. Flag comes in from behind the play. So the gain of a couple of yards may be negated. They may move them back. Joshua Sharp is our referee tonight, along with George Walker, Floyd McNew, Wesley Walker, Jeremy White, Reno Hall, and Demetrius Hall.
During the play, holding number 4 of the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Referee's got a nice beard.
You like his look, don't you? And so does Brent Hughes, apparently. Brent Hughes, one of those, and a lot of good guys that are head coaches around here, and Brent definitely one of those guys. Always been a Brent Hughes fan. So second down and 19, wide side of the field, the near side, and that's the way they will look. And not much doing there. Nice defensive play by Reed Daniel, number 10, right on cue. He will start at a linebacker position and read that one well.
Yeah, Mark, I'm curious to see how Gibbs kind of works with this motion attack from Halls tonight. You know, they're really got a lot of seniors on this lineup. They've seen this Halls offense a couple times in their career.
So a third down and long, and just as important as anything to get things started, you're asking your team, no mistakes here.
Play clock.
Apparently we've got a play clock situation. Now they may surprise me and throw deep, but I wouldn't be surprised if a handoff here. Brad Turner telling his guys, concentrate on the game and quit looking at the sideline. And right on cue, they'll take a shot. They will take a shot downfield. Very well covered, makes the catch on a third down and 16. How about the beautiful pitch and catch? That is from Lincoln Wilson to Cooper Blanton.
Cooper Blanton's going to have some opportunities tonight. Jarrell Chandler, he's going to get the safety help over on him in his corner matchup. Cooper Blanton a week ago, 130 yards and a touchdown. Good start week 2.
And he was looking right into the sun, oh, by the way.
Kid's a playmaker, that junior.
And there I was calling for a run up the middle to play it safe, and Brent Hughes says, forget that, let's just take a shot. Looking to throw, feels the pressure, and going to be taken down at the 32. Kind of a coverage sack.
Cyber is the Gibbs career record holder in sacks. It's his 22nd. He's now 2 up on second place is Hunter Lentz.
Yeah, I love the stats they gave us, by the way. Gibbs did a really nice job of giving us stats. 2 nights in a row. Jeff Patton at Catholic does a great job. We were there last night. And then over here at Gibbs. Pass.
Yeah, trying to look for Blanton again. Part of your screen tonight when Halls has the football.
Yeah, Chandler's got such a height advantage that if you just throw the ball up to him, odds are he can go get it. 3rd down and 16. And they are looking that way. They'll throw back across. He got 16 and a half.
What a ball. But it only where Carson Pierce could get it.
And the Red Devils have converted 2 3rd and 16s on this drive. So they're into the D1 red zone down to the 16-yard line. Inside handoff, not much doing there for the Gibbs defense. Not really tested a week ago in playing Union County. This is their first test, obviously.
And then obviously on the other side, with Halls playing Oak Ridge, they were tested offensively. So needing some of that really good rhythm to begin this, punching it in early would be big for the Red Devils.
A year ago, Gibbs won this game 24-21. And we expect the same kind of game tonight. There is a timeout taken down on the field, and we will take it with them, I believe. In the meantime, Better Mattress is offering you a heck of a deal. Scan the QR code, go to any one of the Better Mattresses in the area. You can get up to $650 off at Better Mattress. We have done business with Better Mattress for many years and invite you to do the same. And Colossal Productions not here with us tonight because they are booked up. And they've got the portable Jumbotrons. If you've got a tailgating experience or just a party, whatever, make sure you reach out to Colossal.
This weekend, I'd have to give them a call.
2nd down and 9 at the 15. 2 receivers far side. They'll look that way. Can run if he wants. Looking for the first down. And he'll take out some of my signs, but close to first down yardage.
The X factor tonight. Can Lincoln Wilson use his legs? Didn't really do much of it last week against Oak Ridge. Did a great job escaping the pocket, and right up to the first down will actually be 1st and goal.
And the sign he hit was toast. I saw it break like Joe Thosman's leg. 9th play of the drive.
All State 2025 selection defensive tackle Seth Cyber. He's got a sack already tonight in the TFL here.
Yeah, when you go to the short side that's that short, it just closes the field down even more. Gatlinburg Sky Park, we'll talk about them a little bit later when we have more time. But the Red Devils going to take a shot. Jarrell Chandler back of the end zone. Did he come up with the grab?
Yes,
They'll
sir.
say yes, he did. Touchdown. How about the catch by the Clemson commit in the back corner of the end zone as the Red Devils strike first.
6'3", 200, headed to Clemson. Number 12 player in the state of Tennessee, according to On3.
Line. And it is Halls that strikes first. Let's take that break. 7-0 Halls. Gibbs coming back, hoping to answer on Rivalry Friday.
Provide the kind of tips you only get from an authentic butcher. That's how dinner becomes a night worth talking about. Nobody does food like Food City.
Value every day, Food City.
Community means everything to us at Roger L. Newman. We are proud to call East Tennessee home and honored to serve the neighbors and families that we've grown up with. Our reputation has been built on one satisfied customer at a time. Using American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, we're your trusted experts, ready 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Transparent pricing with service you can trust, because my family name stands behind every call. Roger L. Newman, Heating and Cooling.
Create unforgettable memories high above the Smoky Mountains at Gatlinburg Sky Park. Step out on North America's longest pedestrian cable bridge and experience views you'll never forget. Explore our brand new hiking trails, perfect for adventures of all ages. Refresh and recharge with a meal from Smoky Mountain Smash on our newest expansion, Clayton's Landing. Gatlinburg Sky Park, where memories rise above it all.
Dogs and wings and all the fixings too. Catch a smoking good deal. Yeah, catch a smoking good deal down here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Best flavors that you'll ever see. Catch a smoking good deal. Yeah, catch a smoking good deal. Play ball!
At Buddy's Barbecue, a smoking good deal.
Rivalry Friday is brought to you by Axle Logistics, Covenant Health, Ted Russell Ford, Hearthside Bank, and OEB Law. 7.5 minutes to go, first quarter, a 10-play, 62-yard drive for the Red Devils. It culminated in Terrell Chandler and a short 6-yard touchdown catch. And it's 7-0 is the score.
Just what the doctor ordered if you're Halls.
This will go into the end zone, and our first chance to see one of the worst kept secrets in East Tennessee, a really good quarterback for Gibbs, and that is Keith Jones. We were here last year on a Rivalry Friday against Heritage, and he had that game-winning touchdown down the near sideline.
Talking with Brad Taylor earlier this week, Keith Jones Jr., really high IQ. The junior 6'1", 205, really good with his legs. A lot of reads tonight. But last year he threw for 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns for the junior for the Gibbs Eagles.
Yeah, efficient a week ago, 3 touchdowns through the air. Did not run much. He's a dual threat guy, but didn't run much a week ago. 2 receivers far side, and after all that, they'll hand off up the middle. Set the offensive line up for you up front, and it just as Halls is, a lot of experience on that offensive line.
And an experience that they're going to miss now. We talked about it in the pregame show. Tucker Owenby, 1,000-yard rusher a season ago. Where does Gibbs go offensively?
2nd down and 6. Off right tackle, trying to get to the outside, and they will get the first down against this Halls defense. And, you know, Brent Hughes, I said, what did you really like about the game last week against Oak Ridge? He really liked the way the front 7 on defense played.
He really highlights those linebackers in Cantrell, Pierce, and Self. Those 3 guys, 3-year starters each for Brent Hughes.
They did not get the first down, so a 3rd down and 1. And a good look there at the linebacker, Gavin Self, number 44. And they'll run right at him. Football comes loose, and it's Halls that picks it up. A convoy in front and taken down at the 29. The first mistake of the game will give Halls great field position.
Perfect start for the Red Devils. Cooper Blank with a really big reception on drive number 1. Gets the fumble recovery here in Gibbs territory.
A nice job reaching over with that left paw is Hudson Limbaugh. And Limbaugh knocked the ball free.
You couldn't have scripted it better if you're Brent Hughes.
No, and you wonder on a quick change of possession, quick momentum, do you take that?
Coming out with the corner Hughes.
And a timeout will come, and Brent Hughes not happy on the far side. He was running down the field and taking the timeout. I need to get some business taken care of, and that is free food. Last night on the broadcast at Catholic, Austin Price made a comment that if I can get Brent Hubbs who's at Gibbs games all the time, in the booth for a minimum 2-minute interview, we would win a free steak dinner. You and I would. He backed off to some lunch at Humps or something.
It's a great place, but he put steak on the table. So
yes.
I mean, I'm looking for steak.
We go 2 minutes, we got free food.
You know, I can go 2 minutes. It's not hard for me. I can babble all night long, man.
For
Are you
sure.
kidding me?
So here's the thing. You went to Gibbs. You were telling me earlier about you remembering, what, 1992, you were writing for the school paper or something?
Yeah, first time Gibbs had won in 34 years was my senior year in 92, and I was writing for the school paper. This rivalry is so good, and I appreciate the administrators and the coaches of both schools because when I was here, it was 2A and 3A. There wasn't 12 classifications like that, but they always played because it's close.
Yeah.
Even when Halls was a much bigger school, much better, Gibbs still played, and Halls would still play the game. So the fact that these two communities are willing to play every year, Mark, I think says a lot about what it's supposed to be about in the day and age where we're doctoring enrollment numbers and we're picking what region we want to be in, and we're trying to schedule this way and that way. It's great that these two communities come together and play every year like this.
And for so long, I mean, before 1991, it was not even a series, as Halls will run the quarterback draw right up the middle, not very far, by the way. And then when you were here, they got that win, and all of a sudden there was some kind of respect. How big a night was that?
Oh, it was huge. I mean, if the goalposts were blue back then, if we could have got up there and climbed up, we would have never gotten them off to the ground, but we would have tried.
Where would you have taken the goalpost?
We would take them to Harbison's down here at the four-way inn. There was no gas station there at the time. There was no Don Jose's Mexican, but there was an IGA on the corner where Home Federal is now.
Were the zebras out there on the way, and you drive, you see these zebras off?
No. We weren't doing all that. But we'd have paraded it around the four-way stop. There's a traffic light there. There used to not be anything there. We would have paraded it around there like we had literally stole something, because we technically would have.
As far as this game goes, Gibbs with the turnover, this would be a big place to get a stop. Now they're going to have a 3rd down and short, I believe, if they get the runner down.
Well, Gibbs has got to figure out a way. What are they going to do in the back end of the secondary? They're going to keep playing man coverage?
Yeah.
Are they going to roll safety help over the top and empty the box out to give Halls a chance to run it? The fact that Halls on that opening drive converted 2 3rd and longs and then the 3rd and 6 for the touchdown, all in man coverage. Gibbs got to find some answers in the secondary, and then you got to hang on to the football.
Yeah, Lincoln Wilson on that first drive, 4 of 5, 69 yards, as Brett said. He was huge. We'll see what they can do in the red zone here.
And Gibbs started slow last week. That's a little bit of a concern for them. They're a little bit.
You always have to look at the two sides and see which one's got a right or left foot.
If you're Brent Hughes here, and Zach said it earlier, it's been a great start, the perfect start for Hall. There's no way you're kicking a field goal right here. You are coming right at Gibbs to see if they can stop, and if you can continue this momentum. Going up 2 scores early would be huge for them on the road here.
What kind of stop would this be? A 4th down and about half a yard. Are they trying to get them to jump, or will they run a play? Knox Burton is the running back, and they almost got the first down, but they'll get it the conventional way right up the middle.
I will say they are in Xander Wilson's field goal range. Made a 37-yarder a week ago. 2 field goals and an extra point for the young kicker.
Brent, you've been watching Gibbs football for a long time. If we talk long enough, do we get a free dessert too?
We might get 2 meals out of this. I mean, it's not like Austin doesn't owe us a meal for anything over the last decade and a half or so of work we've done with him, right?
Putting up with all of this. Like I said to you, he's going to do what we want. We're the ones who sign his paychecks.
Maybe we'll get a Peter Millar shirt out of it.
First
somehow,
down
right?
and 10.
He's going to run.
He can run, gets to the outside, and will be taken down outside the 10. You've had a whole lot of fun here at Gibbs for a long time. Your kids have gone here. Now they're gone, but I guess one of Eli's back.
Yeah, he's down helping on the sidelines, not on game day, but he's helping with some strength and conditioning and coaching. He had a great experience here. It's a great community to grow up in.
Yeah.
And, we had a blast. I mean, I love going to school here, and as everything's changed and population's grown like crazy, it's still kept its roots, and I'm proud of the fact that the community it's still a community up here.
And the stadium's spectacular. So I'm sorry, Zach, go ahead.
I was just going to say, you talk about things changing. What about this stadium?
Don't get me started on that one, because
Second down and 7. Sorry, they'll run the pass to the far side. And they continue to just pummel my signs over there from One Day Signs and Banners. Okay, keep going about your son.
Well, this senior year, we didn't get to play here because of downs with the run game. But now you're worried about getting thrown over your head, and then they leak the running back out in the flat on you there for 5 yards. Halls has got Gibbs really on their heels right now defensively.
First down and goal at the 6. Gibbs is going to send pressure, and they're going to try to go make something happen, to your point.
Yeah, what you're trying to do here is you're trying to force a field goal. Memphis Wilson, one of the leaders on this team, has been challenged the entire offseason by this staff to take on a leadership role. You got to bow your neck right here and make a play. 10-0 is much better than 14-0. You got to try to force a field goal attempt here if you're Gibbs.
You act like you've done this at timer 47.
Yeah. maybe a timer. I'm just impressed you let me in the box. It's only been 20 years to get me up here, but I appreciate you allowing me. But we need to talk about your sideline attire for your sideline person down there tonight, but we'll do that on a different time.
At second down, play fake. They'll look to throw, and that Gibbs defense bowing its back. One more stop away from forcing a field goal.
Busted play. They look to go over the middle there to number 1, Eddie Soto. He's one of their big playmakers. Sets up a big third down. Can Gibbs get off the field?
Well, and it's easier for Gibbs right here to defend the pass because you're in a condensed area. You're not worried about it getting thrown over your head. So you can play it different ways. That looked like they had it open right there if they could. But Gibbs made a play and had a little bust in there. Now can you get a stop, which you've not been able to do on third down tonight.
They go to Chandler again down here at the bottom of the screen.
Third down and goal at the 12. Totally agree with what Zach just said. You've got the advantage with number 3 right there. I mean, although Trey Hughes ain't short either. They got him listed at 6'2". They're looking to throw that way, back across his body in the end zone. Touchdown. That's the second time that Wilson has thrown against his body to the other side of the field. Eddie Soto, 12-yard touchdown.
Have yourself a first quarter.
Yeah.
Mr. Quarterback Lincoln Wilson. First time in the Halls-Gibbs rivalry. This came out with a little juice.
Yeah, it's one incomplete. 6 of 7 to start this game with 2 touchdown passes. You know, if you're Gibbs, I think you looking at what Halls did last week against Oak Ridge and the number of points they put up, Mark, you felt pretty good about things. And then have to come out, and they're airing this thing out everywhere.
Extra point is missed. 13-0 Halls. A quick break in
this school. The great thing about this school is success in whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's academically, whether it's the dance team or the drama team or robotics or athletically. Success is expected. That's why, as parents, you send your children here. So certainly we take pride in that as a student body, and certainly our teachers and our administration takes a lot of pride in that.
OEB Law is proud to present a $1,000 donation to Knoxville Catholic School for their results on and off the field. If you've been injured in a car accident at no fault of your own and need results, call 865-546-1111. OEB Law, just results.
Yeah, and our thanks to OEB for the $1,000 last night to Catholic. We're going to say goodbye to you. We won our free lunch or dinner or whatever. We got our dessert.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly doing good things for my alma mater. I might need to
get out of here.
I might need to get out of here. This is a huge drive for Gibbs right here. They've got to find some offense and settle this thing down.
Look forward to hearing you on the radio this year on the Vol Network.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Mark.
Sounds good. Appreciate you, brother. I mean, so to Brent's point, this is a big drive right here for Gibbs, down 13-0. And I didn't think we would say this at all in this game, that, you know, you're in a situation, boy, one team's kind of got to answer. They down two scores.
Your Gibbs, you got to go down and score.
Smoky stat stuffer Gavin Self, the linebacker for Hall, 17 tackles last week in a game against Oak Ridge. 2 tackles for losses, had a sack. So the Eagles off right tackle, and they've got something working here out past the 30. They'll get the first down and hold on to the football. Okay, and Katie Inman, don't want to disrespect her, but Todd's been here for forever. Brent Hubbs coming in the studio with us tonight. You never know who you're going to run into over here in Coreyton.
Especially for a big rivalry matchup like this. Would you say this is a top 3, top 5 East Tennessee rivalry game?
Yeah, I think you could start. I mean, obviously you start with Maryville-Alcoa. What a great game that was last week. Bearden and Farragut both down talent-wise this year. But
during the play, holding
number
75 of the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
By the way, that's a huge penalty because it negates a positive play. You can put this game on the list.
Most definitely. I mean, even tonight, Loudon, Lenore City, that's a big one that you think of. Central playing Halls, Battle of Black Oak Ridge. Of course, I was in the Heritage rivalry for a couple of years against William Blount.
First down and 15. Little screen pass to the far side, and they'll get a lot of it back. They'll get all of it back. They'll get all of it back and then some. 70 yards on the touchdown. Before I could even read that the Halls drive was 9 plays and 29 yards in 5:21, this happens.
They set up the screen, leak out Holt, and he just outruns Travis Brassfield.
Great blocking. Great blocking by the receivers.
That's what you need in this triple option attack. Gibbs with a huge answer. They go 70 yards. They're within one score.
And that takes us to the end of the first quarter. What a way to finish quarter number one. Did anybody say an over-under of 80 in this one? 13-7 Halls after one.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash. I'm your State Farm agent here in Farragut, Tennessee in the Renaissance. I've been an agent for almost 20 years. And you know what? You're not a number to me. If you call me, you won't press 1 or 2, you'll get me directly. We'd love to help you with your car insurance. When it's time to renew, call you know who.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jacob Wilco, and here at Knoxville Smiles, we don't believe that this is just a building or a business on the street. It's really a part of the community. Every patient that comes in here isn't just a name on the schedule. They're a friend, they're a coworker, they're a family member. They're someone we truly care about, and that matters to us. We believe that dentistry starts with relationships, and it starts with trust. We don't believe that you can come in here and really believe we're doing what's best for you unless you know that we actually care about who you are. Being a part of the community isn't just hearing about what's going on. We want to be a part of it. It's an honor to be able to serve the people in this community who live here and work here and raise their families here. It's a privilege to be able to be a part of making Knoxville smile. So if you'd like to be a part of this family, we'd love for you to reach out. You can find us at knoxvillesmiles.com or call us at 865-539-1776. We look forward to meeting you.
For decades, Calhoun's has been a favorite spot for East Tennessee locals and visitors, serving up award-winning barbecue and regionally inspired comfort food with multiple scenic locations.
At Food City, food becomes more. When there's passion behind every cut, every piece of fresh produce, and every baked good, that more shows up in every aisle. More care is given. There's more, I didn't know they did that. And only at Food City do you get all this more for less.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Value every day.
What your boys got?
That's it.
Drop. Hey, bring it up. Nice work today, man. Y'all hungry? Yeah. We got some Auburn's. Let's eat. Auburn's. Real comfort, real food, real good.
More fingers, Mr. Mays?
Yes, please.
Second. Well, we're going to get to the Scholar Athlete here in just a moment, brought to you by Roger L. Newman. And they've got this instant quote thing that is going on right now. You're going to get an HVAC quote, an instant HVAC quote. And I'll give you the phone number from Roger L. Newman, Heating and Cooling. And did he call for an onside kick? Did our director call for an onside kick? He literally said it in our ear in the commercial break. I smell an onside kick coming, and it happened.
Tim Petrie doesn't miss.
It is unbelievable. Tim Petrie is our director, and he says, I smell an onside kick, and look at this.
Does he have a different channel on his headset?
I mean, that is a beautiful 60-degree sand wedge from 15 yards, flopping it up onto the green on a tuck pin that's just 6 yards on.
I can't do that. You probably can, but Sawyer Henderson, what a beautiful onside kick. Gibbs got the ball back.
So Gibbs will try to make something happen quickly, and Lady Mo is wearing light blue. Scholar Athlete is brought to you by Roger L. Newman, and it is Waylon Spirdowis. He is a senior, 3.89 GPA. State champion in the 110 hurdle, state champ in the 300-meter hurdle, state champ in the decathlon. That guy's doing it on the field and in the classroom as well. And once again for Roger L. Newman, call 8
o'clock in the first half. They look up. They could be down to begin the second quarter.
Second down and 10. A two-play 80-yard drive that culminated in a Dallas Holt 70-yard touchdown. The Eagles get the onside kick, and now they're inside the D1 red zone.
Angry running there by Zachary Wilson. What I love about this Gibbs offense, we talk about the triple option. They can also set up in the shotgun formation. You never know what is coming in a Brad Turner style offense. It's a shotgun triple multiple offense. Say that 5 times fast.
Zachary Wilson and the lead blocker off right tackle. And a leader in the clubhouse for the Joe Newberg collision of the game was between Wilson and his lineman, A.J. Cora. Wasn't even the defender. Ran into his lead blocker. And is a candidate for the Joe Newberg collision of the game.
Have you ever had that before?
We've never had it where you ran into your offensive lineman, and that's the Joe Newberg collision of the game. 4th down and 1. They'll go off right tackle. It's spinning.
I think you got it.
Towards the first down, I believe Memphis Wilson got it.
This is part of that triple option attack.
And they say yes.
They line up the slot backs right behind the quarterback and Jones, and they say, find my man Memphis Wilson a hole. And they got just enough.
It's one of those alignments where you let the defense know we're going off right tackle, we're following these guys. Off right tackle, following blockers, touchdown. How pretty is that? Braxton Swift swiftly gets in for the touchdown, and the Eagles are an extra point away from the lead.
Talk about Lady Bo. It is all the way over to this home side, and Gibbs, they go jet sweep. It's a run in the book to Braxton Swift.
Textbook blocking.
Gibbs could take the lead.
How about that? Just that quickly. Extra point is up, and it is good. Let's take us a break. Fireworks galore tonight. 14-13 Gibbs in this rivalry on Axel Logistics Rivalry Friday, brought to you by Carson Newman.
Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Scotty Dykes. We're located here in Harriman, Tennessee. Although we serve all of East Tennessee, we'd love to do business with you. So reach out to us on one of our social media sites or give us a call at 865-882-2181.
At Hearthside Bank, our name reflects the warm, family-style atmosphere we've maintained for over 100 years. That's relationship-style banking. Real conversations, local decisions, and a team that knows your goals. And for the little bankers in your life, Charlie's Club helps teach the fundamentals of saving, one deposit at a time. Whether you're managing personal finances, growing your business, or planning for the future, Hearthside Bank is always within reach. Member FDIC.
Devin Driscoll here, owner and operator of D1 Training here in East Tennessee. We have been the premier source for strength and conditioning for over 20 years in East Tennessee. So if you're trying to take your young athlete to the next level, D1 Training is the place for you.
In a world of high prices, look to the skies, Knoxville.
Ted Russell Ford is East Tennessee's #1 volume Ford dealer.
Right now, get 0% financing plus 0 payments for 90 days and 2 years of complimentary maintenance on the 2026 Bronco, Explorer, or F-150. Come see the super dealer today at either Ted Russell Ford location,
Parkside Drive, or Kingston Pike.
Rivalry Friday on a gorgeous night in Coreyton is brought to you by Carson Newman, Joe Newberg Collision Centers, Matlock Tire, Hearthside Bank, Aubrey's, and Highland. Onside click and kick. 6-play, 65-yard. Make that a 35-yard drive. Got to get this tongue working. 2 minutes and 15. There goes the free lunch with Austin with Brent Hubbs. I'll pay. This ain't happening.
I think Brent Hubbs called it. He was maybe a little bit of a jinx for his Gibbs Eagles. He leaves the booth and 2 touchdowns just like that.
This one is returnable from the 25-yard line. Nobody wants to kick it deep. Hey, if you've got a student preparing for the ACT, look no further than Koontz Cram Course as a flag comes in on that play. 19th year helping families. Upcoming fall ACT deadlines, they are coming quick. September 12th for the September 19th test. Listen, they're going to average improving your student's score in the ACT by 3 points. That is a lot of money in your pocket for scholarship dollars. It's KoontzCramCourse.com.
I could have used those 3 points back in the day at Heritage High School.
I could have used about 15.
Had a flag.
After the play, personal foul number 2. That's a 15-yard penalty. First down.
Wow. So from the 35 back to the 20. You know, when it was 13-0 Halls earlier, you're like, oh, goodness. You know, we even said it. Gibbs has got to answer quickly. Boy, have they.
Boy, did they indeed. They've only had the ball for 4.5 minutes. I mean, having an onside kick, getting it back, and scoring in 4 or 5 plays. I don't get an answer.
So Halls gets the football back, a little sidearm across the middle, and a nice shot. Yeah, right where they started the possession at the 35. That is Jarrell Chandler.
You know, it's really easy to say, I like this quarterback, Lincoln Wilson, when he's 8 of 9, a couple of touchdowns and over 100 yards. This kid looks really good.
Well, it's easy to say, just say it. I like what I'm seeing out of this kid right now. Throw, nice little pass again, only 3 yards. Hey! But I'll continue to say what Brett Hughes just kept talking about with the quarterback Wilson is what he did a week ago against Oak Ridge. He just protected the football.
He's doing a little more than that tonight. Get that
I think we're in to steal a line from CB45. I think we're in for a barn burn tonight.
Where's Chad at tonight?
He is overrunning the clock for the Maryville West game.
That's a big one for Chad.
He's moving up in the world. I mean, he's oversleeping for his regular job, but he can sure make it over there to work the clock for big games like that.
Oh, yeah.
Third down and 4. And now with that Lady Mo wearing light blue.
3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4. Rolling left, drops the football. Can he make something out of nothing and just throws this one into the ground? That had disaster written all over it from the jump.
Dan Brent, the senior, was the center. And that's on the quarterback all day. Lincoln Wilson just dropped the snap. First, 3rd and out of the ball game for either side. Gibbs is going to get it right back.
Watch the ball.
First punt tonight, either side.
Watch the ball.
I always say watch the snap. In high school football, special teams can be thrill-a-minute.
Prior to the snap, delay of game, the offense, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
4th down and 9, good snap. And he will patiently punt this one away. And look at the bounce right here. Had a forward spin on it. Mountains pink after the 53-yard punt there. 1 out of every 8 women will deal with breast cancer in their lifetime. And this started in Sevier County, started up in Dolly Parton's neck of the woods, and it has filtered out all the way across to our entire viewing audience. So make sure that the women in your life are prepared in case breast cancer comes into their life. Scan that QR code, paint the mountains pink, which is brought to you by Covenant Health.
An absolute phenomenal event that they have there in the Smoky Mountains, Dolly's backyard.
Inside handoff, and that Hall's defense up front. Kind of like my grandson Hudson, who just texted me, said he did 90 sit-ups. I think he's preparing for those nights where I'm going to be, G-Pop's going to be in the booth calling plays for Hudson down there.
Where will G-Pop be at calling the games for Hudson?
It depends on where life ends up taking him. I think as of today, it'd be Bearden.
I like Bearden.
90 sit-ups, how about that? 2nd down and 9. Asher Bowman, our junior sportscaster, is going to join us at the end of halftime to crunch all the numbers in the first half for us. They'll look to throw across the middle. Now 41 yards across the middle. My numbers say he's over 110 yards receiving already.
That's good math, and you get the ball in the hands of the senior and he makes plays. Keith Jones has thrown the football 2 times tonight. On the back end of it, it's been Dallas Holt rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling down there. He's got 111 yards. That's a Gibbs offense that scored 37.5 points a game last year. Put up 49 in a Week 1 win. Excuse me, 52.
Handoff off left tackle, busting through down to the 35-yard line. Well, you just feel like these two offenses are running downhill.
You do. You most definitely do. And these are offensive line that come back, 4 for Gibbs, 3 for Halls. A lot of upperclassmen up front. The big fellas, they can trust to run behind.
1st down and 10 at the 34. And a whistle comes in.
Good timeout.
Timeout will be taken by Halls, and I like the timeout for Brent Hughes. The defense getting a little gassed right here, so he will take the timeout.
For decades, Calhoun's has been a favorite spot for East Tennessee locals and visitors, serving up award-winning barbecue and regionally inspired comfort food with multiple scenic locations perfect for any occasion. It's a place where memories are made. Life.
As before, does play-by-play over UT for some basketball, for some baseball.
Got a little soccer coming up next week.
Really?
Tennessee.
I have no shot at that.
It's something. Tennessee and Northwestern next Sunday.
Okay.
Tennessee soccer looking really good. Got a lot of players back there in the top 10. Excited for that one.
How about that? So when you see that, you'll know this is the guy right here. He's taller than me, better looking, all of those things. Right off right tackle. Look out here. 34 yards. We have got us.
Had it cut out to his right to get into the end zone.
Yeah, the only defense are the yellow flags.
The thing between me and the end zone is the gentleman with a killer mustache.
And another flag comes in as Reno Hall comes from the other side. Here he comes into your screen. He was going to be in your screen, but Reno just wanted to join the party, I think. Is it a sideline warning?
Well, you saw there, it looked like unsportsmanlike when Mr. Reno came in there.
Reno there on the left, he and I referee some basketball together. He is a legend on the basketball floor. Taught me everything I don't know.
There are multiple fouls on the play. During the run, holding on the offense, that's a 10-yard penalty, but the result of the play is still 1st down. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 55 of the defense. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 24 of the offense. Those penalties will offset.
Other than that, absolutely nothing went wrong on that last play.
We'll replay it.
I've called a few technical, not very many. I just don't like to do it.
More basketball referees should think like you.
It's not about me, but the game. I think that when a referee has done the best job he or she can do in whatever sport it is, you get done with the game and you don't have anything to say about the officials.
100%.
Because it wasn't about them. It was about the game. It was about the kids.
Let the kids play.
Yeah, when I had a coach in basketball, call a timeout and stand outside the huddle and stare at me, and I'm like Rasheed Wallace. Okay, we're not doing it. 2nd down and 4 at the 17. Off right tackle, following blockers. There he goes again. It worked before. And how about the run again by Braxton Swift inside the 5?
We talked about it earlier, the blocking upfield for Gibbs. This is a touchdown play they had last drive. Watch him get that jet sweep right in front. Swift making a couple men miss, but look at the blocking up front. All the way inside the 5.
They'll hand off inside. Not much doing, but the pile, well, I was going to say push forward, but it stopped. And a good look there at A.J. Corum. Problem is when the helmet came off, he gets to come out of the game. Mama's glad he got a little TV airtime, but I think he'd rather still be out there.
Said Sieber will check in for him. Still a one-possession game here if Gibbs scores.
9th play of the drive. The quarterback, Jones. Hands off. No, he'll take the handoff, and Jones will get into the end zone. Touchdown. Nice fake on the handoff up the middle. Jones kept it himself for a 3-yard touchdown. And there's the 20-13 we thought we had 3 plays ago.
That was the difference that we didn't see a week ago with Weston Beard. Will the quarterback keep the football? He will, and he will run you over. And we talked about earlier how it was a must score for Gibbs just to get back in it. Now we're in that territory for Halls as Gibbs will get it to get in the second half.
The extra point is up and good, 21-13. There's a lot going on the Gibbs sideline. Sophie, this is an excited group of Eagles.
It is, and like you mentioned earlier, it being a track meet, that literally is the case for several of the Gibbs players. It's where you find an athlete here that just plays one sport. There are 26 members of the Eagles team that also participate in track and field. Like you said before, cornerback Waylon Speederwest won the state title in the decathlon. Wide receiver Graham Adkins finished runner-up as well, and Coach Turner loves it. It's something he encourages back from when he was at Gibbs himself. He was a tri-sport athlete, basketball, baseball, and football, before he went on to Carson Newman to play, and he says it's simply just how they develop players here at Gibbs, and I think we're seeing some of that speed tonight from those 26 different athletes.
Yeah, 100%.
Sophie, I heard you had the speed back in the day, three-sport athlete as well?
That's not true. That's not true. Okay, if you count maybe theater, it took the same amount of time, but 2-sport athlete and then theater on the side.
That counts.
Okay, so what theater? What acting did you do at Concord? Did you do like Little Mermaid or what?
Yeah, actually we did do the Little Mermaid. We did Annie. We had Beauty and the Beast. All the classics. Yeah. It was killer. Should have been there.
Sure it was. We'll have to find some old videos or something and embarrass you. 9-play, 87-yard drive. 87-yard drive in 2:51. And Brent Hubbs texted me. He left the booth when it was 13-0. Since he left, 21 unanswered for Gibbs. Hey, the first of our 2 candidates tonight for the Pilot FCA Next Mile Scholarship, which is provided by Pilot and their Miles of Good program, is Caroline Berry at South Doyle. Track and flag football. A lot of girls doing flag football. A 4.3 GPA. She's in FCA National Honor Society. I think it would be so cool if we had a flag football night on TV.
Oh, 100%.
Would that be cool?
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
The girls need their night too. Joe McNish is up here not really buying it, but I think it would be great. The Devils looking to throw. Nice open field tackle. Chandler still turning his legs and trying to get upfield.
Here's been the difference. Gibbs, 122 yards on the ground. Halls, 16.
I got a message from somebody asking if I remembered in the Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase last year that a kicker from Gibbs made a 55-yard field goal, Michael Van Pelt, and he could have made it from 65. He signed with Carson Newman. Not going to be kicking this year. Hurt his knee playing soccer at Gibbs. But from 55 yards out, I think he's got a future kicking that football.
Tackle by Holt. Number 3 is 2nd and 7.
2nd down and 7, almost to midfield. Rivalry Friday brought to you by Hearthside Bank.
about Mikhail Van Pelt, Mr. Football Kicker a season ago.
2nd down and 7. Backpedaling in trouble, and that's intentional grounding if I have ever seen it. Here comes the flag, and the flag is dropped. I mean, you got to get it to the line of scrimmage. You can't just throw it over to the tuba section.
What a celebration by Keenan Norman and Seth Seaver.
Third down.
During the play, intentional grounding on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty and a loss of down. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, this is one of the worst intentional groundings I've ever. I mean, really? That's just Keystone Cop stuff right there.
You got to give him credit. I mean,
credit for what?
I don't know.
There's no credit given for that.
He attempted it, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe if throw it in the left hand, see if you can get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's 3rd down and forever now. 3rd down and about 19.
Throw it up. Let your guy go get it.
They converted to 3rd and 16, but they will not here. A flag comes in from behind the play. Not sure if this is for a hold, which would be declined.
2nd sack of the night for Seaver, 23rd in his career if it stands. Let's go into.
Yeah, he'll decline that one.
During the play, holding number 55 of the offense. That penalty will be declined. 4th down.
Seth Seaver's got that dog in him. He is always getting to the quarterback. Even came in, played a little offensive line on that touchdown a moment ago. Watch him just beat his man. Easy swim move off the line of scrimmage, getting to the quarterback. 23 career sacks for 56 in Carolina Blue.
2nd punt of the night. And Hall's down 21-13. 21 unanswered for Gibbs. And he will patiently wait and then punt the end-over-end kick. It'll be caught at the 36-yard line. Coming up on the Carson Newman halftime, the Matlock kick retires. No more second kicks. We've been too nice in week 1. Just one kick.
You know these kids, they see Pat McAfee doing it on college game day. Second kick.
We're done with that. Nobody asked for a second kick. One shot at it. We've got both bands coming up tonight. As the sounds of the band's brought to you by Aubrey's, pardon me. Axle Impact, $10,000 to Mission of Hope. Blitz scoreboard update with Elijah Nixon back at WBIR.
I think that's one of the coolest things you've ever done, is having the halftime show, going back to the studio.
By the way, Gibbs, and we saw the graphic there above the screen, Gibbs put some work into this to show us that over the last 3 seasons, they are the winningest team in Knox County. How about that?
They have a 778 winning percentage. Just behind them, Powell, West, and Halls. They went 9-3, 10-2, 9-3, and they're looking to get to 2-0. 2026.
Hall's needing to stop, and this penalty will help.
False start, number 75 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Yeah, I think a key spot for Halls. The Lady Mo is wearing light blue, as we've talked about.
And Gibbs gets the ball to start the 2nd half.
And that too, yeah. And this is a key spot right here for Halls. Down 21-13.
If you're Halls, just get a stop. You don't have to go down and score. You know, you got 2 timeouts if you can get a quick 3 and out. And, you know, Gibbs is playing behind the chains.
Hand off up the middle and a 3rd down and long. And flags are coming in from everywhere. I don't know that there are any officials that have a yellow flag still in their pocket.
A lot of laundry.
As it is a 12-yard run, might have seen a hold, and that's what they're looking at, and they definitely will take this one. Didn't know if I saw a face mask on the defense on the runner.
First down.
That's a big I mean, you probably got 3rd and 7. 2.5 to go, 2 timeouts. Now Gibbs is in Hall's territory.
2.5 minutes to go. They'll hand off right tackle and running downhill.
It took 5 Red Devils to take down number 6, Memphis Wilson. These Gibbs backs, they do not go down easy. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, just everybody is hitting the back. Wilson stays on his feet, makes it 2nd and just 1.
2nd down and 1, inside handoff. They only needed 1, may have gotten a half.
Here we go.
I don't know if they got the 1st down. Such an interesting game with the quick start for Halls and the 13-0. They scored, got the turnover, scored again.
A tale of 2 quarters, really. I mean, Gibbs scored right at the end of the 1st quarter.
So it is 3rd down and 1. And Gibbs will go handoff inside. They'll get the 1st down. Not much more than that, but they needed half a yard. They got about 2.5. Clock at 1:29 to go.
Not a huge rush here. They're in Sawyer Henderson field goal range. He made a 45-yarder last week against Union County. You got 2 timeouts in your pocket. You don't have to go throwing the ball either. You have ran the ball efficiently tonight.
They'll pull it down and look to throw. Oh, almost intercepted by Chandler. How big would that have been?
It's like we hadn't called his name since that touchdown grab earlier.
Boy, he broke on this ball.
It's dangerous.
Woo!
All he would have had to do is make the quarterback miss.
Boy, he'd love to have that one back.
Clemson commit is going to be scary in the ACC.
2nd down and 10 at the 32. 1:10 to go. Inside handoff. And Halls will force a 3rd down. And again, coming up at halftime, a Blitz scoreboard update. We'll go live back to the WBIR studios. It'll be interesting next Friday night as they have announced that at 7 o'clock, same time as we're doing Kingston Loudon, they'll have a ceremony parade in honor of Dolly Parton. No question. No question.
We'll miss the WBIR Plus audience, but...
Well, our thanks to Stowers Machinery. For 17 and a half years, they have provided our scissor lifts, our generator power. That Joe Baker up there, look at that. JC Max is up there. There's another guy I reunited with from my days at WBIR. Joe was in the sports department when I was sports director over there. But if you have any needs at all when it comes to machinery, give Stowers a call, 865-546-1414.
Jerry, you're feeling comfortable up there. Is that scissor lift pretty sturdy?
Look at that, yeah. It's a little creepy. There's the drone right over the high end zone scissor lift.
Last week he's going
from Mission of Hope as they will receive a $10,000 donation tonight from Axle Logistics at halftime.
Love to see him putting weight on that right leg.
What it's going to cost you, be fair with you. It's so hard to find people that you trust when it comes to electrical and plumbing and heating and air. And Roger L. Newman, definitely somebody that we highly recommend.
Finally, Halls did a good job. They read the jet sweep, 4th down.
And it's 4th down. So there's no runner to play. They got to take a timeout. There's no spike of the football to stop the clock on 4th and 6.
I think they were a little confused. It showed 3rd down on the yard marker across on that Hall side. It flipped it to 4th. It is 4th down.
I don't think we've got a 5th down like we did last week. We had that 5th down a week ago.
There's been more 5th downs over the years that I've noticed.
Yeah. Well, Gibbs is one of those schools, kind of like Farragut, that's always got a good kicker. Sawyer Henderson is the junior, number 20. There's some schools that, by the way, there's Andy Hibbett right there. Great running back at Gibbs over on the left, the coach with the headset on and the the microphone sticking up so nobody has to listen to him talk. But a great football player and a heck of a coach over here at Gibbs.
So do you go ahead and kick the field goal again right on the edge of Sawyer Henderson's range? You get the ball to start the second half, but you can go up 2 scores with a field goal.
Yeah, they're going. 4th down and 6. And now does Halls take a timeout?
Good chest move there.
Thinking that they really kind of thinking of the timeout that we kick the field goal. No, it's Gibbs that takes the timeout. Okay.
Come out and see what they're lined up in.
Hey, next week, our games that we'll have, looking forward to both of them, actually. So, Central and West is the Thursday game. Central's over at Fulton, or playing Fulton tonight. But Central at West in a key region game. A lot of region games next week.
That is going to be a huge region.
It's a huge game.
Very, very big. I know Chad will be excited to see his Central Bobcats in person at West. West getting Maryville tonight. Lamar Brown back at West for the first time.
Yeah, haven't seen a score of that. We'll get those scores at the Blitz scoreboard. And then Kingston and Loudon. Good fan of both coaches. Brian Pankey at Kingston. Both got off to good starts a week ago. Jeff Herrig over at Loudon. Always appreciate Loudon when we go over there to the home of the Redskins.
You talk about we get all this material from Gibbs. Same thing at Loudon. Always love going over to Loudon. Very hospitable community over there. I know they are juiced up for the Battle at Bridge tonight. And yeah, Gibbs is still going for it out of the timeout.
4th down and 6 at the 28. Jones, the quarterback, and another whistle.
We're never making it to halftime.
Does Gibbs take a 3rd timeout in a row?
That's going to be Halls.
No, that's Halls this time. Okay.
Well, are they going to call another timeout coming out of the time? Good question. You can't take them into halftime with you. They don't carry over.
Can't take it with you. Guess it's money at the end of your life. Can't take it with you. Unless they throw it in the casket before they throw the dirt on you. (21-13) with 28.5 seconds to go. I'm anxious to hear some here, and you see the veterans that are here. Throw some dollars in there, and if you're at home, go to knoxreads.org. Scan, click, whatever it is. It says Rivalry Thursday, and make the donation there. 28.5 seconds to go. By the way, how big would this stop be for Halls down 21-13? It's a 1-possession game right now. They'll play fake. Looking to throw. Nice play. Beautiful play, knocking that one away.
Travis Brassfield says, no, we're getting the ball back. You're not scoring here. Big stop from the Red Devils defense. This will stay a 1-possession game.
That's a beautiful play. They had 2 opportunities on that drive for a pick 6 to go the other way. But to get off the field knowing that Gibbs gets the football to start the second half.
Had to happen.
You had to have a stop.
Had to. And I would assume that Brett Hughes just tries to get to halftime here.
But that's what I said earlier on the 3rd and 16. I said run the football, and they converted.
They're going to have to figure out how to run the football in the second half. They've only ran it for 16 yards. Again, an unbelievable first quarter from Lincoln Wilson. He's still 9 of 11 for 115 and 2 touchdowns. And they're going to throw.
Wilson going to look to throw, and this is completed down the sideline. That's Eddie Soto. And where did he step out?
I thought this ball was getting picked off.
Well, he stepped out of bounds, so it should stop the clock. He stepped out multiple times. So they'll mark it back at the 41.
Brent Hughes says he likes to see his kicker, Xander Wilson, 37 yards and in. So they need to get down to the 20. It's 40 yards from here, no one timeout, 16.5 ticks on the clock.
Under pressure, gonna run this one right up. Look at here.
Get out of bounds.
Takes it down inside the 40. You'll take the timeout. 6.7 to go. Hall's trying to down it. Are they out of timeouts? I think they've got 1 left.
They do.
And they'll down the football, which will run it down to 5.6. I guess technically the thought was if you could down it quick enough, you could run a quick slant or something like that, then call your timeout because you're not in field goal range right now.
Took 1.1 seconds off the clock. Not too bad. Really good job by Lincoln Wilson reading the field and escaping. Would have liked to have seen him get out of bounds. I would say if they get to the 30, if you get about 8 yards, you'll trot him out there.
It's 55 from right here.
Do you throw it up to Jarrell Chandler?
Now, he was asking for the timeout very quickly. Now what?
No way Hall's calling timeout. We're playing. Almost like the middle of field being so wide open. Maybe hand it off, get down really quick, get in field goal range.
I think you've got to run a quick slant across the middle and say get down. Pick up 8 yards to your point down to the 30. Low snap, taking too much time, throws this one out. Did he make the catch? They'll say incomplete, 0.6 to go. So now, obviously, you're at that position. You're just going to throw one downfield. I do have a score here before we do the Blitz scoreboard. Sevier County up at Jeff County, 14-0.
It's that Heritage CAK game. There's no way they're out of the first.
I don't want to steal everybody's thunder. 28-0 CAK.
Did you pick CAK?
I did. 3rd down and 10. Red Devils going to try to just get one to the end zone. Better turn and throw. Better hurry and throw. And that'll take us to halftime. Nice pressure up front. And it's 21-13 at the half.
There's that little rivalry flair.
And as we said, Gibbs will get the football to start the second half. So Tone Loke, a.k.a. Tony Budnick, is leading everyone out onto the field. Sophie Starkey is out there in the middle of all this.
She can't hear. She's like, chill out, chill out.
All right, we had to silence the horns. There was a whole symphony down here.
Yeah.
Could not hear a thing, but I'm here with Tom from Matlock. Hold on for a second, not yet. Oh, man, they're so eager these days to kick, but I'm here with Tom from Matlock. Heard that a Labor Day sale might be going on.
That's right, we got a Labor Day sale. We're very thankful to be in the communities here, and we got a Labor Day sale coming up from the 3rd through the 12th. So if you need a set of tires, it's a great time to do it.
Perfect. Now we've got the chance to get some tires. We've got Mason here. Now, Mason, you used to play football. Have you ever kicked a field goal before, though?
No.
How are you feeling? Optimism at its finest.
The shorts will not get in the way.
Here we go.
Get there.
Did he make it? He made it.
He made it.
Soccer celebration.
That's his first kick ever. I don't know if I'm buying that one.
Wow. Wow. I'm impressed. I'm not going to lie. I wanted to be optimistic for him, but I was not confident. I still have yet to uncover the secret.
Sophie knew it. She knew it right off the get-go.
That literally barely made it over the goalpost. That is hilarious. Time now for the Carson Newman halftime. 21-13 Gibbs at the break. We got a lot to get to. Let's take a break.
Joe Matlock opened his first service station in 1953, and it's still family-owned and operated today.
Dad left us with a lot of things. The most important thing he left us was his name and what it stands for. Small-town values and an honest day's work. 4 generations of your families have trusted 4 generations of our family with their vehicles, and that means everything to us.
Modern convenience, hometown values. That's Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
High school football in East Tennessee feels like home. The lights, the families, the communities that show up for each other. That's why OAB Law is proud to support local schools and give back to the communities we call home. And when life takes an unexpected turn, we're here to stand beside you. After a wreck, the insurance company has a team working for them. You deserve a team working for you. We fight for the results you deserve. OAB Law, we turn your wreck into a check.
My name is Corey Everett, and I'm the Vice President of Ambulatory Care Services here at Covenant Health. One of the neat things about physical therapy is it really focuses on our entire population. Whether your sets Covenant apart is patient-centric health approach. And so a care plan is developed based on that patient's preferences. And so what's important to them? Is it getting back out on the golf course? Is it returning to their sport or activity of choice? Or is it just being able to play with their grandkids? And so whatever the case may be that's specific to that individual patient, our therapists are there in order to improve that overall quality of life. For more information about Covenant Health Physical Therapies, please go to the Covenant Health website and search physical therapy for all information.
Welcome to the Carson Newman Halftime Show.
I'm excited tonight that we have got two bands playing in this rivalry game. 21-13 Gibbs at the half. Let's head down to the field and listen to the sights and sounds of this is the Gibbs marching band, I believe. Gibbs marching band that went first, and so excited about the bands and the growth that we're going to have with the growth of the Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase presented by Food City. Saturday, December the 12th at 5:30 at Carson Newman. As we get closer, you'll be able to scan the QR code and buy your tickets there. But the band's going to grow as we expand the game to include all of the teams in Upper East Tennessee. Hoping Dobbins Bennett participates. That could grow the game single-handedly. Time now for Doc Talk, which is brought to you by Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic.
Hi, I'm Bruce Fry. I'm a physiatrist at Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic. I'm here to talk about acute low back pain. Acute low back pain is something that can affect us at any stage of our life, from adolescence to 80s and 90s. Typically, acute low back pain can go away within 1 to 2 weeks. Ice, rest, medications such as ibuprofen can be very effective. If that doesn't, you might want to see your primary care physician. They can get you into some physical therapy. After about 3 or 4 weeks, if you're still having acute low back pain, you may want to see a specialist. We can talk to you about diagnosis and treatment.
Yeah, and we were at Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic actually this week. One of our girls having a neat look at. Dr. Rapay was there to help her out, and we sure appreciate KOC. Time now for the Axle Impact. Each week, Axle will be giving $10,000 to a local nonprofit, and tonight it is Mission of Hope. Kyle Holland is here along with Brody Cox. I believe Matthew Brooks is here as well from Axle. We've got everybody in the shot, and David Heatherly from Mission of Hope. David Heatherly, I'm going to start with you from Mission of Hope. What does $10,000 mean to Mission of Hope?
You know, it's confidence, Mark. It's they believe in what we're trying to accomplish. You know, this $10,000 represents over 10,000 children that we help every year with back-to-school needs, and we come back at Christmas and help them just have a little hope in that season.
And that's what Mission of Hope is about. Kyle Holland, I see where you are. Who's the little one you got with you?
This is my son, Wade.
I can see he's getting some airtime. Axle is such a fun place to work. How important is Axle impacting giving back to community?
It's a huge part of what we want to do in our day-to-day, right? Like, yes, we want to work hard, and we want to have a great time, but we also love to give back, especially to any of our local communities like Mission of Hope.
Yeah, and already it was Wesley House last Friday night. It was Second Harvest on Saturday, Mission of Hope tonight. David, I'll go back to you as far as we talked earlier about what Mission of Hope is doing for so many kids with school starting again.
Yeah, it did. We just finished today. I just drove in from Kentucky. We just finished 8 of the 29 last schools that we were going to hit. an amazing event. You can see these children as they get their own backpack. They can start believing in what we're trying to tell them, and what we're telling them is there's hope. There's something beyond what they're seeing on the front porch.
Kyle, real quickly, you guys have made the time and the effort to get out here. Just quickly, who have you got with you over there?
So this is Matthew, this is Brody, and this is David.
And what do they do?
So all of these guys, these three are in the logistics consultant role, which is probably about 80% of what our company is, serving as the middleman in transportation. And David works on our accounting side.
Sounds good. Well, I wanted to make sure they were acknowledged for their time. Thank you, as always, to Axle Logistics. You guys are incredible. Appreciate the support for all of our charities. And, David, thanks for swinging by for Mission of Hope, okay?
Mark, we appreciate it. Thank you so much for having us.
You got it. Thanks, guys. And you got that little guy under control. That's good work down there. Hey, let's take us a break here in the Carson Newman halftime. 21-13, Gibbs has the lead. We'll hear from the Halls band when we come back.
You can taste the difference when meat is done right. When beef is ground fresh daily, hand cut in store by certified butchers. Skilled at their craft, they help choose the perfect cut and provide the kind of tips you only get from an authentic butcher. That's how dinner becomes a night worth talking about. Nobody does food like Food City.
Value every day, Food City.
Community means everything to us at Roger L. Newman. We are proud to call East Tennessee home and honored to serve the neighbors and families that we've grown up with. Our reputation has been built on one satisfied customer at a time. Using American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, we're your trusted experts, ready 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Transparent pricing with service you can trust, because my family name stands behind every call. Roger L. Newman, Heating and Cooling.
Create unforgettable memories high above the Smoky Mountains at Gatlinburg Sky Park. Step out on North America from Smoky Mountain Smash on our newest expansion, Clayton's Landing. Gatlinburg Sky Park, where memories rise above it all.
Bring buddies home for the ball game. Smoky dogs and wings and all the fixings too. Catch a smoking good deal. Yeah, catch a smoking good deal down here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Best flavors that you'll ever see. Catch a smoking good deal. Yeah, catch a smoking good deal. Play ball!
At Buddy's Barbecue, a smoking good deal.
You are watching the Carson Newman Halftime Show.
About time now for the Halls band as the Red Devils are out on the field. The Aubrey's sounds of the band. So impressed with both of our bands tonight. Let's head back to the studio to the well-dressed Elijah Nixon, who's going to update us on all the games going on in East Tennessee. Elijah.
Mark, it looks like you're going to have a great finish over there with Gibbs and Halls, as they seem like they're going back and forth, tit for tat, and then probably be another close finish for you guys. I can't say the same for teams across the state. Let's start with Bearden and Alcoa. Bearden had a lot of problems last week against West, and it continues. They missed a punt, and here comes Alcoa getting into the end zone to make it an early 7-0 ball game. And then Alcoa, they want to keep things rolling as Thomas Manu comes back into this one. He will make it easy for his receiver as we could get out of this little punt thing going on. There you go. Drops a dime to his receiver, catches it in between two defenders, and gets back in scoring distance. Now, you think that they will hand the ball off, but they don't. Thomas Manu, he finds Heatherly for the touchdown, and they're up huge 42-7 at half. Then we head to Central and Fulton. Caden Long. They said America runs on Duncan. I think it runs on Caden Long. He gets it to the end zone off of a zone read, baby. Caden Long gets Central on the board early, 7-0. And did I mention that this guy is a quarterback? Well, he's a running back today. Zone reads again and gets it all the way into the end zone. Central up 35-0 at half. And then you got CAK. They're making some noise. Muffet. He finds a wide open Sawyer Anderson. He gets it to the end zone, and they were already up 21-0. That's 28-0 right there. CAK looking to add to their lead against Heritage. But this time, Muffet calls his own number. He gone. They go up 28-0 at the break. Now, we have more of these highlights that's going to come on to the Blitz. We got Loudoun County versus Lenoir City, Sevier County versus Jefferson County, Clinton, Oak Ridge, Halls, Gibbs, Maryville West, and, of course, what you just seen with Alcoa Berryton. So, after this game finishes up between Gibbs and Halls, we'll have more on our Blitz show. Back to you, Mark.
Yeah, Elijah, thank you. All those scores and highlights coming up tonight on the Blitz. Hey, if you have a home that you need to list it and you need to sell it, make sure you think of one name, and that is the Jaggers Group.
There's a reason so many people are calling East Tennessee home. It's the mountains, the lakes, and the people who make this community special. And as East Tennessee grows, so does its real estate market. With over a decade of combined real estate and appraisal experience, we know what your home is really worth. And when it comes to real estate, time is money. Thinking about selling? Trust the Jaggers Home Group, your local listing experts and official real estate partners of the Rivalry brand.
You have an appraiser on staff. They know the value of your home. They can decorate your home and get it all set up for sale. If you want to list a home, make sure you think of the Jaggers Home Group. Well, the bands are done down on the field, and we are going to get you ready for the second half coming up here in just a few minutes. But in the meantime, the Battle of the Bands is going on. The voting, that is. Scan the code right there. That is brought to you by OEB Laws. Coming up in December. Went to this past year. It was Carter and Greenville. Went back and forth, and it was a whole lot of fun. I think Scott County may be winning the thing right now. I mean, who knew? So if you are interested in having your band be a part of the Battle of the Bands at the Ice Bears game on December the 4th, that is, make sure you scan that code. Hey, our junior sportscaster, Asher Bowman, going to join us when we come back as we'll work our way towards the second half. It's 21-13 Gibbs over Halls.
Thank you for watching the Carson Newman Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome to the Nichols Agency. I was just telling another story about how my dad started this thing in 1980. Let me introduce you to a few of our newest team members. Hey, El Diablo Roja, ¿qué tal, amigo? Appreciate you, buddy. That guy works so hard for our customers. Real ladies' man, too. Mr. Panther, how's your day going? Appreciate you, champion. Great pedigree on that guy. Mr. Ram, anything I can do for you today? Thank you so much. Who knew Rams could play such good soccer? Mr. Warrior, what's going on today? Appreciate you helping out our customers. You got it. Check out the All-Stars business today. What's going on, fellas? Excellent. We'll see you at Rivalry Thursday.
I'm John Mark Harrison, pastor of First Baptist Concord. For generations, Concord has been a place where families and individuals find community, grow in their faith, and take their next step with Jesus. Right now on Sundays, we're in a series called Believe. It's walking through the Gospel of John, discovering who Jesus is and what it truly means to believe in him. And we'd love for you to join us. Through Concord Christian School, we're investing in the next generation through Christ-centered education from preschool all the way through high school. The reality is there is a place for your family at Concord. We'd love to meet you on a Sunday or have you come discover Concord Christian School because God is moving and we're a people inspiring people to follow Jesus.
Devin Driscoll, here, owner and operator of D1 Training in East Tennessee. We at D1 believe that no two athletes are the same, so we test every athlete here with our Vault testing system to get the most individualized program for your son or daughter. So if you want a specific program for your child, come to D1.
The Lincoln is only half the decision. The right dealership is the half you'll remember. Choose Ted Russell Lincoln during the Lincoln Summer Sales Event and get rates as low as 0% APR on most new Lincolns. Plus, make no payments for 90 days and receive 2 years of complimentary maintenance. And with Lincoln Mobile Service, routine maintenance can be completed at your home or office. For an exceptional ownership experience long after the sale, choose Ted Russell Lincoln.
Hey guys, we got a special guest coach today. Catholic alum, Tennessee great, Cooper Mate.
Thanks, Coach. Let's see what your boys got.
That's it.
Drop. Hey, bring it up. Nice work today, man. Y'all hungry? Yeah. We got some Auburn's. Let's eat. Auburn's. Real comfort, real food, real good.
More fingers, Mr. Mays?
Yes, please.
Third quarter will be brought to you by Covenant Health once we get started here in just a few minutes. But back by popular demand is Asher Bowman, our junior sportscaster. Had him on a couple of times last week. The paparazzi is standing outside wanting photos of the young man. Has it been a rough week for you?
No, not at all.
It's worked out well for you?
Yeah.
You did spectacular last week. Let's take a look at the first half stats brought to you by OEB Law. You look at those initially, Asher, what stands out to you?
The total yards are in Gibbs' favor. Like we said, a couple big breakout plays versus rushes and passes. Rushing yards, Gibbs 133 versus Hall's 39. Passing yards are about even, though. So.
Yeah, you know what's interesting, Asher? I think one of the craziest numbers is time of possession because you look at that, Halls is dominated, but because, as you said, those big plays, doesn't really matter. Gibbs is up 21-13.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because that 70-yard throw to start the comeback by Gibbs was amazing, and because of that, Gibbs is now on top with these big plays.
Yeah, last thing for you, how important is this first possession? Gibbs gets the football, they're up 21-13. How important is this possession for Halls?
Halls needs to stop them. They need to focus on their secondary, especially because the plays are burning through their secondary very fast. If they do that, they might be able to get the ball back and score a few more times and get back in this football game.
There we go. Asher's 15 years old, wants to be a sportscaster. We're giving you the opportunity, doing a heck of a job, young man. Appreciate you stopping by. The Smoky Stats ever Keith Jones as I bring Zach Nelson back in for Gibbs. Pretty good night for the quarterback. 1 rushing touchdown. Only 2 for 4 through the air for 111 yards.
And both of them have went to number 27, Dallas Holt, scoring both touchdowns.
Take a look at the stats in the first half. Jarrell Chandler got things going. Early lead for Halls, and then they get the fumble. They go back to the air. 13-0, they're up.
Perfect start. Brent Hughes scripted this up last night, and then things started going downhill after Dallas Holt stumbled for 70.
Yeah, 70 yards, wearing that number 27, looking like Troy Fleming, just a little bit faster. 13-7 is the score there. And then our director, Tim Petrie, says, I think they're going onside after the break, and they did.
Perfect bounce. I mean, that went right into the lap of number 16. And then Gibbs went right down the field, jet sweep. They ran it all night, scored again, then right up the middle.
Braxton Swift on the touchdown, then Keith Jones Jr. on the touchdown, 21-13. Quicker than a hiccup, and now Gibbs has got a lot to smile about, which is brought to you by Knoxville Smiles, the Smile Cam. Doctors Costa, Dr. Walco at Knoxville Smiles. By the way, you'll see them coming up Sunday morning on the locker room. 9 a.m. we get started this Sunday morning. I just remember that. But a lot to smile about for Gibbs.
A lot to smile about. I want to give Asher a shout out.
How good is that
By
kid?
the way, Kid's got a bright future.
I'm telling you.
This Hall's defense, especially the back four, the front seven are not coming up and making tackles. They're not. So the back four, they're going to have to come up and fill some gaps.
Well, and for Halls, you know, they started with that 13-0 lead, and we're sitting there looking, oh no, you know, as far as the game goes, I mean, this ain't get out of hand in a hurry. And at 21 straight points, Brent Hubbs was in the broadcast booth until it was 13-0. He says, I think I'm bad luck for Gibbs. He left, and then the Eagles just went crazy.
It felt like things were going to get out of hand for Halls. I mean, Gibbs was almost able to go down and score a touchdown, go up 2 possessions. They're going to have to get themselves a stop here. As Joe McStats hands me a note card. It was not an onside kick, it was a squib kick.
Let you take in the atmosphere just a little bit, and one of the great rivalries in East Tennessee. 21-13, Gibbs with the lead, Gibbs on the return, and it is a nice return out past the 40, past 50, and finally chopped down inside the 45. That is Braxton Swift again.
Sophomore's got a bright future. Swift, 4 rushes, 32 yards, and a touchdown back in the first half. He gets a return of 48 here, and they're already in Hall's territory.
Yeah, down to the 42-yard line. And the thing, we talked about at the end of the first half, any score for Gibbs right now makes it a 2-possession game. Mark Packer along with Zach Nelson, Sophie Starkey down on the field. And I'll say thank you every game to my crew. The spectacular job they do putting on this product. Tim Petrie leads the thing, and Brian Seitschlag, our chief engineer, and all of this crew. They're just 18th year, and a lot of these guys have been with me most of that time.
I'm surprised they're still with you here after a 3-game week. Last week,
I think everybody passed out Saturday afternoon. I know I did.
I really like the first play there defensively for Halls. They came in and they filled the gap.
Second down and 7. Handoff up left tackle, and there they are. They break a tackle. Flag comes in from behind the play. So the run down to the 25 very likely going to be called back as there's a yellow hanky at the 39.
Memphis Wilson has been busy tonight, but this one is coming back.
Yeah, for Gibbs in the first half, you know, pretty good night for Dallas Holt. 2 catches, 111 yards.
During the run, holding on number 77 of the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Mark that one down if they don't score on this drive, because they were down to the 25. See if we can find 77 left tackle. Yep, that's an easy giveaway when you see that jersey come like that. Great call. Second down and 17. And I don't know if they had not blown the play ready and they snapped it before the officials were ready.
Prior to the snap, delay of game of the offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
It's kind of the same thing that happened to Gibbs on their last drive before the half. They started moving backwards.
Yeah, I mean, two big penalties. And now if you're Halls, you gotta make good on these penalties. You've been given a gift. That should be a penalty, and it is. If you just get your head turned around and look for the football, you get away with it. But Knox Burton did not, and that will be a 15-yard penalty in high school football.
Great call. A lot of hand fighting, and he didn't get his hand right.
During the play, pass interference on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty, second down.
So right here, you're fine, and then you turn your head, try to find the receiver, and he's
and a nice job selling that by Reed Daniel, by the way.
I think he was pulling him with him.
Yeah.
Knox Burton was getting pulled down to the ground. Great heads-up play by the senior Reed Daniel.
Well, and because it's still second down, it was second down and 22. They got the 15-yard penalty. Now it's 2nd and 7.
So this is exactly where we were before the hold and then the delay of game.
Yep. Gibbs run out to the line of scrimmage.
Ooh, I like it.
A little trickeration.
I like it.
Swift with blocking around left end will get the first down. It looked like a lot more than it ended up being. I understood where you were going with that.
I really like that play call. It's been a whole lot of jet sweep right in front of the quarterback tonight. Looks like he's going inside zone, and then let me just hand it off behind me to Braxton Swift. I thought this was breaking for 6, but nice job by number 25 on the defense for Halls. Parker Thompson.
It is a first down. They quickly go up the middle inside the 30 down to the 29.
I think something impressive that Gibbs has done tonight, their offensive line looks really good. You have to have a good offensive line in a triple option, multiple attack. They're getting the push.
Yeah, they are. And I feel like for the Hall's defense right now, they're kind of like that cat with 9 lives. They've been playing with their backs against the end zone, just trying to stay within one possession. Did it at the end of the first half, trying to do it here.
You need a turnover is what you need.
Gibbs going to play it close to the vest off right tackle inside the 20 and finally pushed out. And there's a half the distance to the goal. Look at that. Just not necessary for Gavin Self to make that hit literally over almost to the track.
Good to see Self back in there after he's helped off late in the second quarter.
Almost took out Dustin Hilbelink, who works for us down there on the sideline. First down and goal at the 8.
There we go.
And there's the Hall's defense. Gang tackling at the 10.
Finally, this Hall's front 4 is getting some pressure on the front 5 of Gibbs.
Memphis Wilson, the running back, now 2nd and goal at the 10. After a loss of 2.
Gibbs has ran it 31 times tonight.
Oh, they'll throw this one right across the middle, touchdown.
Hat trick.
How pretty is that? He fakes the handoff and finds Dallas Holt for the touchdown. And Gibbs extends the lead now to 27-13. That's his 2nd touchdown catch.
4 completions tonight. Good call there. 2 touchdowns now for Holt. So 4 completions for Keith Jones Jr. 2 of them went to Dallas Holt, 2 for touchdowns.
Extra point is up. It is good, 28-13. And now the Red Devils have seen Gibbs put 28 consecutive points. A fake handoff, a pass, a touchdown.
Hi, my name is Vince Lewis, your local State Farm agent out here in West Knoxville. I used to coach college football, but that has led me now to being your local State Farm agent. I'm here to serve your needs, whether that be auto, home, or life insurance. We're looking forward to serving you this fall. Give us a call today at 865-693-7541.
At Hearthside Bank, our name reflects the warm, family-style atmosphere we've maintained for over 100 years. That's relationship-style banking. Real conversations, local decisions, and a team that knows your goals. And for the little bankers in your life, Charlie's Club helps teach the fundamentals of saving, one deposit at a time. Whether you're managing personal finances, growing your business, or planning for the future, Hearthside Bank is always within reach. Member FDIC.
For decades, Calhoun's has been a favorite spot for East Tennessee locals and visitors, serving up award-winning barbecue and regionally inspired comfort food, with multiple scenic locations perfect for any occasion. It's a place where memories are made. Life tastes better here.
When life takes an unexpected turn, we're here to stand beside you. After a wreck, you deserve a team working for you. We fight for the results you deserve. OEB Law will turn your wreck into a check.
Rivalry Friday is brought to you by Axle Logistics, Covenant Health, Calhoun's, the Taste of Tennessee, Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic, and Dolly Parton Children's Hospital. Mark Backer along with Zach Nelson, Sophie Starkey somewhere, and Dean Craig joining us up in the broadcast booth from FCA. How are you?
Great to be here, Mark.
So
I want to thank you so much for FCA and how much of an impact it was for me back in my days at Heritage High School. You know, growing in my faith and loving the Lord. I appreciate you and for all you do for our community.
Well, thank you. That's the kind of story that we live by, just to hear things like that. And, of course, similar with me, I went to Halls High School, had this battle right here many years there in the late 70s, but man, the FCA was huge.
You just aged yourself. Late 70s. Zach wasn't around, by the way, at that time. I was. So we're working on the FCA pilots from Axle Logistics here in a few weeks.
It's a huge blessing as well.
How about that?
Yes, indeed.
That's what it's all about. Hey, Dean, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Hall's needing something to happen. You got any advice for your old alma mater over here?
Well, you guys said it. Man, the defense have just got to get rock hard there to do the job, because it's they're just Gibbs is running right through them right now.
This is a big possession right now.
Huge.
Better score here.
Got to.
Good to see you, brother.
Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, Dave.
Dean Craig of FCA, been around a long time. By the way, apparently a pretty good baseball pitcher, according to some people. Dean would never admit to it. Way too humble to admit something like that. First down and 10. Oh, nice job of looking that off. Now, that's a small little thing right there, but they wanted to run a quick pass to the far side. Lincoln Wilson looked over, and he noticed that it was well played, and he didn't throw the football.
Really good job to get a couple yards, but that might be your Joe Newberg collision of the game.
No, I'm going at the play running into his own teammate. See that? See that? It was very well played in perfect position. Was Speeder Dallas. I hope I say that right.
You did. Actually, I think it's Speeder.
By the way, after this play, Sophie Starkey is down in like the party barn or something or another. They'll look to throw this one out, and the catch is made near. I didn't even know what to call this over there, Sophie.
This is the VIP bus, Mark. It's a special place to be. I'm here as members of the Rural Metro Fire Department. And you guys are usually the ones serving. How does it feel to be in the best spot in the house tonight?
Yeah, we really get to get out here and enjoy the game, and we're fortunate enough that they have this new thing here for everybody, but they invited us to come sit here, and it's just a great view, great time. Super great to be out in the community.
Yeah, this has actually turned into quite an exciting game. What are your thoughts on the Halls Gibb game?
Well, Hall's getting a thumping right now, but I think Big Red's going to turn
What is that?
Kick some butt. That's what I think.
Oh, geez.
Well, you guys are out several Friday nights. What's one of your favorite parts about just supporting the local high school football scene?
Well, being able to come out here and show face, meet some people, see some people we already know. It's a fun time, and being able to do it while doing the best job in the world, can't beat it.
Thank you, guys. We certainly appreciate you being here. I might stay over here, Mark. Best seat in the house. I'll send them things.
So here's what some of the guys on the crew have been encouraging me to do. I mean, that's a trailer, all right?
Yes.
So some of the guys have said, we ought to make that a broadcast booth. We could, put the broadcast booth up on the top. Yeah. We could be up on the top, and then we could, sell sponsors to come and hang out. I mean, what do you think, Sophie?
I love that idea. The view is really nice over here, and it definitely... It's more of a aesthetically pleasing place.
It's like a party trailer.
She's even on the first deck. Think about what the second deck.
I mean, seriously, we just sent Tony Budnick up there to give us the view of the upper deck. All right, Sophie, good job down there. 7:13 to go in the third quarter, 28-13 timeout there, and there is the party trailer.
There's Tony.
Whatever you call it.
That's a 5.
Yeah, so. Justin Minot is the athletic director at Gibbs, and he said, next year they're going to sell that thing, the sponsorship. Like you could sponsor for a year, and you could have the spot down there for whatever it is. Cool idea.
I hang out with the boys out there. It'll be a good time.
3rd down and 7. Key play here for Halls.
Run it.
Yeah, you're right. Run it, put your head down and get it. And he does get it.
Where's the linebacker?
Great call by whatever Gibbs coach that was.
Who yelled, where's the linebacker at?
That's what I want to see more of Lincoln Wilson. Use your legs.
Well, and we saw that from Mac Bartholomew of Catholic last night. Impressive win by Catholic, by the way. I think they're going to be really good this year. Now, they got Murderers Row on their schedule, but But yeah, I mean, they look good.
They looked really good last night. And Anderson County, just a tough schedule to start. But yeah, Catholic looks really good.
Going to look to throw, going to take a shot, has a receiver there, got to go high for it. And Jarrell Chandler almost turns into the defensive back just a little as Reed Daniel thought he was going to get a pick. And then the big 6'3" Chandler comes through, and now the aforementioned Reed Daniel is down. Looks like a cramp maybe.
And, you know, we talk about Jarrell Chandler or not, the Clemson commit.
And he hobbles off. And that's not a good sign because he's been battling some leg injuries.
Watch Daniel here, though. This is why we haven't called 3 and White's name a lot tonight. Reed Daniel has been shadowing him with whichever cornerback. Chandler's knee kind of bounced off the turf there. But yeah, good call here by Reed Daniel, kind of stride for stride there with Chandler.
Yeah, and I'm not sure for either one of them. So I think that one right there for Reed Daniel is a cramp, by the way they're looking.
For sure.
Hey, the second of our two, and Chandler's walking it off, so that's a good sign for Jarrell. The second of our 2 Pilot FCA Next Mile Scholarship candidates, which is provided by the Pilot's Miles of Good. Boy, thanks to all the wonderful people at Pilot for the $50,000 of scholarships they're putting out there. Clay Phillips over at Gibbs Football and Track, 4.31 GPA, FCA leader.
Love that. I know every school has their FCA leader. I was kind of a co-1 at Heritage back in the day, and love to see that.
Have you been following any scores? We've got Elijah Nixon, by the way, did a great job at halftime and all the scores and highlights on the Blitz tonight. A halftime score, as you get your cables all worked out up here.
Great timing.
Alcoa up 42-7, stunning and shocking over Bearden at the half.
It was 13-7, I believe. So Alcoa is kind of
you're working hard over here.
Yeah.
Updated scores. Let's see. Maryville was at West tonight, and the last score I saw was 21-13 Maryville. Let me see if I can. For CAK 28-0 over Heritage. Central 42-0 against Fulton. How about that? We've got West and Central next week. Oak Ridge 50-7 over Clinton at the half.
That'll be a 3-5.
Still looking for that Maryville West score. 21-13
Prior to the
Maryville
snap,
at the half.
encroachment on the defense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still
Austin
second down.
East, up 2 in the third over the Gibbs. I know that Scott Cupp of CAK and Robbie Bennett of Heritage had a little back and forth this week on the socials. So I believe
that goes back to their days at William Blunt and Heritage, as Cupp was over at William Blunt. So he and Bennett got into that rivalry over there.
I believe Bennett will be paying up this year.
Second down and 5. We'll throw this one away. And I really like what you're saying about the fact that the quarterback's got to use his leg. A quarterback draw, good bust wide open.
Another thing, I'm curious if Chandler's back in there. First offensive play of the ball game, jet sweep, get the ball in the hands of Jarrell Chandler. The rest of the time that Lincoln Wilson has looked for him have been on go balls.
Looking to throw here. Oh, this is set up beautifully. Set up beautifully. That is pretty stuff. Touchdown.
Easy 6.
Maverick Sharp for the touchdown from 25 yards out. They had to have that, and they got it.
Rusty Parton, the OC, drew that up perfectly.
Name of the night, by the way, Maverick Sharp. Maverick.
Oh, phenomenal. And we've got a Memphis. Look at this. Convoy out front.
Sharp. The linemen are looking for somebody to hit. There wasn't anybody out there. Key extra point to make it a one-possession game. Nice snap, and he gets it through 28-20.
Come on, dude. We're going on an adventure.
Roller coasters?
Something like that.
Thanks, Mom.
our thanks to Blunt Partnership for that spot and their partnership this year. 28-20 halfway through the third quarter. Halls had to have it. 7 plays, 52 yards, and 244. And Maverick Sharp on the touchdown. So here's where we are so far. 3 games last week. This week, Anderson County and Catholic. Catholic got the win. Next week, Central at West, a key game for both teams. Kingston and Loudon next Friday night.
I'm so excited to go to Loudon, Mark. Phenomenal community again at 100th Battle of the Bell tonight with Lenore City, looking to get more. I think it's like 8 in a row for Loudon. Because we've got a legend joining us now.
Yeah, I got okay, turn around here and face the camera. This kid's been coming by. He's had a snack in his hand every time he comes through. Get in here as well. We got our buddy over here on camera. All right. What's your name?
Camden.
Camden?
Uh-huh.
Do you school around here?
Uh-huh.
Where do you go to school?
Gibbs Middle School.
Gibbs Middle School.
He's got his buddy here, too.
And hang on, what's your name? I don't have a mic. What's your name? You got to talk. You got a mic on. Where are all these snacks coming from?
Concession stand.
Concession. Okay.
There we go.
He's come through like 8 times, and every time he's got another snack, and he stops to watch the broadcast. At some point in time, I got to put the kid on TV.
We're going to have these 2 young men and Asher take over the broadcast.
Sounds good. Guys, great job. You nailed it, okay?
Good job.
Good job.
Guys.
All right.
Y'all have a good one.
Well, give me a recess at the concession stand next time, would you? You come through here with snacks every time. You got to bring something for us, too. All right. Halfway through the third quarter, 28-20. Gibbs on the jet sweep around right in. A nice job of blocking. That is Brad Turner football, by the way.
Brad Turner will get the football in the hands of his playmakers. But I got to give credit to the Halls defense. You get a score, you got to get a stop.
Look at Turner.
And it's so hard to defend this jet sweep.
He's been the head coach. He was the head coach last year, the Commercial Bank Robbery Showcase for Team Knoxville.
I must say, look at their pullovers. Those are sick.
That's the toughest looking group of coaches I've ever seen in my life, by the way. They all look like they can play. 2nd down and 7.
Well, they got Brent Gibson over there with him.
Inside handoff. Halls is there and will bring up a 3rd down and 4. Well, you got to decide if you're Halls how you play this. You really want to pin your ears back, but at the same time, don't want to give up something kind of stupid and cheap. But it's 3rd down and 4. You've got to get a stop. 28-20.
I almost would like you to line up in the triple option formation here. Have a lot of different reads, kind of confuse the defense, but they're kind of more back in that shotgun formation. Big for Halls here. Big, big, big.
Keith Jones, the quarterback.
Look at that.
And they'll throw across the middle. The catch is made. Oh, goodness gracious. 74 yards.
So long.
Everybody thought they were going to run the football, and they said, how about this one? We'll throw right across the middle for a touchdown.
Waylon Spear-Dowis said, all right, chill out, we're good. Right back in front by 2 scores. Keith Jones Jr., another dot over the middle.
That's the 3rd touchdown pass for Jones, and I feel like I'm kind of watching Army or Navy. You know, they don't throw the football that much, but when they do, it's like it's a trick play. It's like it's a surprise. Oh, how that's a game changer right there. It's 34-20. And now for Halls, if you score touchdowns, you're not having to go for 2. They get you back on schedule.
That's big. We've seen a missed extra point on both sides. This is Spear-Dowis. Once he makes those 2 miss, of course he's gone. But the speed from Spear-Dowis, we talked about, he's a decathlon champion, a 3-time state champion in the track and field race. He absolutely just took off there.
By the way, I'm trying to figure out what this tells us. You know, a week ago, Halls, you know, in Oak Ridge is really good, you know, or in a rock fight. And Gibbs is coming out here and scoring at will. Hey, it's an easy way to help your school earn a part of $800,000 is by being a part of the Food City School Bucks Challenge. Link your value card to Food City School Bucks Challenge. You can start earning School Bucks every time you shop with bonus points on your favorite brands. All you got to do is go to foodcity.com/schoolbucks and sign up for your school.
I do want to make a point about this Halls defense. after Gibbs 3 plays, 80 yards and a $110. Spear Dallas goes 74 for 6. This is a new defensive coordinator for Halls. John Crosby comes over from Blackman. Britt Hughes fired himself from calling the plays. They're now running a 4-2-5. So kind of different, maybe learning a little bit currently.
They send this one deep, and this one is returnable. And Gibbs will make the tackle just outside the 30. And now you kind of like that golfer if you're Halls, where you said, hey, listen, today I'm going to give you a couple mulligans. You got 2 mulligans. You hit it in the water, you hit it out of bounds, I'm going to give you 2 mulligans. They're gone.
You're not taking them to the back now.
No, they're gone.
Yeah.
You've used them up. So now if you're Halls, you're going to have to hit the fairway every time. By the way, my thanks to Joe McNish up here. He does stats for us, has for a quarter of a century with me. It truly has been that long back to Comcast Sports Southeast days.
Oh.
See, we did CSS games a long time ago. And he's got a college football game tomorrow at Legion Field in Birmingham, Alabama. This is how dedicated he is. I mean, our producer, Skip McMillan, they got a game over, over in, Harrogate, and he's not here. And Joe is here all the time. Hey, aerial coverage is brought to you by Gatlinburg Sky Park. And coming up in October, they have got the that sunrise breakfast coming up over at Gatlinburg Sky Park. And we're going to have them on live, but the aerial coverage, Sky Park, as the leaves start turning, what a great place to go up there in Gatlinburg. Second down and 6, 4 minutes to go, third quarter. 34-20, Gibbs with the lead. Now here's your run the football.
That was designed.
Yeah, I'm listening to what you're calling for, and now I'm starting to call for it, because you make that defense play honest when you run.
I mean, he's ran to his right every time. I believe that's 3 times over the last 2 possessions that Lincoln Wilson has just quarterback run right. You get your running back there and Maverick Sharp out in front. I like the way that Mr. Lincoln Wilson uses his legs. 11 carries, 49 yards.
First down and 10, 3.5.
That Hall's offense in the first 10 minutes, just sling it, run quarterback.
By the way, I'm not seeing number 3 out there. I know Jarrell Chandler hobbled off a little bit. Curious as to his status being as important as he is.
He's back
and
out
there
there
he
now.
is. He's back out there now, right on cue. Okay.
Get the football in space. Maybe run your own jet sweep with Chandler here coming across. You would have 2 receivers with him. Hand it to him here.
He limped across. They'll throw this one deep. Receiver is there. Touchdown. Now, when Jarrell Chandler is in the game, literally just a decoy at that point, he hobbled across. The play fake to him, the touchdown, and we're back to a 1-possession game.
The eyes were all on 3. 5, Cooper Blanton, another touchdown tonight. Lincoln Wilson is just throwing dimes out here.
That's a pretty pass.
Whew. There's a lot of push-ups. B27.
Great crowd out here tonight, by the way.
Always is in this one. Love it.
People up on the bank over there. Extra point. 34-27. You look over on the far side of the field, on the side where our scissor lift is, and there's people off over there that are kind of sitting up on the bank over there on the upper left of your screen. And great crowd in here. This is when it's fun and community, that you've got these 2 teams don't really like each other.
This is when you know it's a big football game. If there's overflow, if there's fans sitting on a hill, sitting in the corners. We saw Maryland Alcoa last week. They even tailgate out here. I rolled in about 6 o'clock, and there were tents for days out here.
I need to find Sophie Starkey. I look down here, and I can't find her. She's somewhere out there. Sophie, what an atmosphere we've got working out here. We'll get down to Sophie here in just a moment. But the crowd out here, 4th touchdown pass of the night. And now
Gibbs has stepped on the gas and not stopped. The players are absolutely going insane. Coach is really fired up. They've got the coaching squats going on, and that means it's getting serious. When they're all on the floor dialed in, you know they're locked in.
Yeah, 34-27, 2:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. A 5-play, 67-yard drive in just 2:07. And the Red Devils say, we're going to make something happen on special teams, but no! Look at the break tackle out past the 30. Tough running right there by number 40, Zachary Wilson, who looked like he was taken down about 2 or 3 times before he finally was.
You are not going to take down Zachary Wilson easily. Look at him spin out of the tackle. Gets out across the 30. Good field position to start here for Gibbs. Can Halls get a stop? Gibbs has scored on their last 3 drives that they've touched the football.
It's down at 10. You almost feel like that if you're Gibbs, you're running the football just to keep the defense honest a little bit, because you've had such success of faking the handoff and then hitting those receivers for big plays tonight.
That is 4 completions for 195 yards set. I'm no math major. That's pretty good average.
What are the numbers?
195 divided by 4.
Okay, well,
that's close to 200.
That's almost 50 yards. That's 49 yards per completion.
I'm with you. Good call.
Oh my goodness.
Last 2
Next
drives.
generation. You guys are all allowed to have a calculator in your hands.
Last 2 drives for Gibbs. 5 plays, then 3 plays, resulting in touchdowns. Again, the drive right out of the half had the big kick return.
Yeah.
So only had to go 42 yards, but
third down and 3. Red Devils have got to come up at some point with that stop, get the football and the score to get the sing-a-lot back up again. You keep allowing Gibbs to score, you keep going back down by 2 possessions.
Playing right in front of the Hall student section.
They'll send pressure right up the middle, and the Eagles will get the first down. Tough running right up the middle.
Ball came out.
Hang on, and it did. The second effort, and Halls comes up with the football. Big number 97, Aiden Culp, just a freshman, rips that one away, and Brent Hughes says he loves the future of that kid.
He plays 2 freshmen, the running back on the other side of the football. He said this kid does not play scared. He gets in there with a big left paw, punches it out. This game just got a lot more interesting.
He just stole the ball away. He literally just reached up and grabbed it and pulled it into his belly and said, my football.
Oh, but he's a freshman.
Look at it. Have you ever caught a fish that was a big one? I can't get you guys to understand the big end of the game. That was a big play.
Take a shot play to Chandler here.
First down at 10 at 47. Looking to throw. Just going to heave this one downfield. Chandler got to make a play. On pass, contact, and Reno Hall throws the flag from the far side.
That is the 8th target of the night for Jarrell Chandler.
Now in high school football, it's 15 yards.
During the play, pass interference on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty. The result is first down.
Something I did want to make mention, and I don't know this for certain. I see that a lot of the officials are wearing pink tonight. I would think that's in honor of Dolly. That's so cool.
In honor of Dolly.
That's so cool.
Which, by the way, we have not had the conversations yet with WBIR, but next Friday night, 7 o'clock, they will have the parade ceremony downtown Knoxville in honor of Dolly. So we'll have to give you the information and broadcast next week. I know WKNX The Knox and the Robbery Thursday YouTube channel, but I have a feeling WBIR Plus, as football comes loose, will be carrying the Dolly parade.
Good play there. Gonna miss the legend. That's one of those that you never thought you'd see. You know, the notification, and my goodness. Miss
It was
her left
definitely a surprise. I said last night, I think if you talked about the 3 ambassadors for the state of Tennessee, the names that come to mind would be Dolly Parton, Pat Summitt, and Peyton Manning.
100%.
And I don't know that any state in the country would have 3 ambassadors that would have an approval rating of 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100, 1,000 out of 1,000, just a perfect approval rating. So we are very lucky. 2nd down and 10, all kinds of pressure.
Good ball.
Yeah, Gibbs brought the pressure, and Wilson rolled out of it and found Cooper Blanton.
Lincoln Wilson's starting to get in a little bit of a rhythm. It's 15 of 24, 221.
For 8 yards. Now, you haven't really run the football. I think here you've got 2 plays to get 3 yards or 2.5 yards to get that first down. Probably they'll go right up the middle. They'll get the first down here.
He had the hole off left tackle. I think he still got it.
Gibbs up front was asking for a hold as Matthew Travis, number 50, was looking up and was like, look at my jersey. Actually, I thought it was 50. It's 56 on the right of your screen. Seaver.
Chandler. Very impressive job there by Knox Burton. He had a hole up the middle, still bounced it outside, got the first down. We've got a good one tonight.
Yeah, they're a touchdown away from a 34 all tie.
Wow. This rivalry has delivered. You know, they need a name for this rivalry game. But this kind of feels like, and I know Auburn, Alabama, or Alabama, Auburn, they've got the Iron Bowl name, but it almost feels like one of those you just say the names. And you get excited about it.
2nd down and 10 at the 21. They'll run the football. Quarterback draw up the middle.
Oh, watch out.
Down to the 15. So a gain of 6 and a 3rd down and 4 will welcome us to the 4th quarter. As that will take us to the end of 3. We have got a barn burner on our hands. You're watching Axle Logistics Rivalry Friday, presented by Carson Newman. It's Gibbs 34, Halls 27 as we go to the 4th.
Hello, I'm Dr. Andrew Herda. I'm the medical director for Covenant Health Urgent Care. So Covenant Health Urgent Care is great for families with packed schedules. We have very convenient hours. We're open 7 days a week, 8 to 8. And we have locations in your communities all across the region. Pretty much anywhere you are, we are. Urgent care is very appropriate for using for most of these types of sports injuries, you know, sprains, strains, minor fractures. Anything that you might consider to be a severe injury, that's something that needs to go to the emergency department. But for most other common injuries that you see during the sports season, we're well equipped to handle. Have x-ray on site at all our clinics and capabilities to run on-site testing for most common upper respiratory illnesses, COVID, flu, and strep, and RSV. If you want to find out any more information about our Farragut Clinic for Covenant Health Urgent Care, the phone number is 865-378-6338, and our website is covenanthealthurgentcare.com.
For most of us, our most valuable possession is our home. Well, they say that if you want to increase equity in your home, increase its value, the best way to do it is by renovating your kitchen. So after living in our home for 20 years, we decided to spruce up the kitchen. We made a business decision we call Gray Hodges. Look, if it's the biggest business decision that you make when it comes to your home, don't take a chance. Call the professionals, the people that I trust at Gray Hodges.
You can taste the difference when meat is done right. When beef is ground fresh daily, hand cut in store by certified butchers. Skilled at their craft, they help choose the perfect cut and provide the kind of tips you only get from an authentic butcher. That's how dinner becomes a night worth talking about. Nobody does food like Food City.
Value every day, Food City.
Do you ever walk in your closet and think, I need help? That's why we're here at William Henry. Because here at William Henry, your look is your confidence. We offer a fine line of denim, sport coats, suits, shorts, polos, and even for fall 2026, we have our new UT Sport line coming out. Perfect for game day. If you look in your closet and see that you need help, come see us at William Henry.
Fourth quarter is brought to you by Axle Logistics, and what a game we've got tonight on Axle Logistics Rivalry Friday, brought to you by Carson Newman. A 3rd down and 4 for Halls in the D1 red zone, down 34-27 in 4-down territory.
You got 2 downs to get, for sure. I go read option here.
Lincoln Wilson, the junior quarterback.
You go read option here. You read this end over here on the left side, which is actually Trey Hughes coming up from his quarterback spot. Now you got 5 in the box. You got the matchups. Hand it off.
Knox Burton to his right. He will look to run and just puts the head down and will get the 1st down inside the 11. And the challenge for Halls is it makes it hard because you can get a 1st down inside the 1, but it makes it a long kind of it's almost 1st and goal from the 11, essentially. I mean, essentially, you technically get a 1st down, but
they just now took the chains off, so first and goal from the 10.
Okay, so they are saying 1st and goal at the 10. You can't get a 1st down inside the 1. Okay. Hall's handoff off left tackle, following blockers, churning for the end zone and down inside the 2.
Sharp on the carry.
Goes Sharp.
Perfect first play. Get 8 to the 10. Get down to the 2. Great blocking up front by the Halls O-line.
2nd and goal.
Look at the big fellas out and running with Maverick Sharp.
And they'll get in for the touchdown. No. Do not see a call yet.
Whistles came in, and the Halls coaching staff did not like that.
If flag comes in, the coaching staff's out on the field for Halls.
I think that might be too many on the field for Gibbs.
Prior to the snap, illegal substitution on the defense. The penalty's half the distance to the goal line. 2nd down.
Back and forth, and I like that. Yes, I like just a quarterback snap it to him and just get the touchdown.
He's got all the touchdowns tonight. He's got all 4 through the air. And he get one on the ground.
But he might get the Calhoun's MVP and a $50 gift card to Calhoun.
Spend it on Spinach Maria. It's worth it.
Handoff inside. Oh, he lost the football. Lost the football.
Wow.
And Gibbs will get the recovery in the end zone. It is a touchback.
Wow. Who got a hand on it? Or was it on the exchange?
I don't know that they had a good exchange.
Maverick Sharp is a freshman.
That's just a bad handoff. He never got it all the way to him. And the recovery made in the end zone by big number 53, Jace Morris. And that's the first Halls turnover tonight. And how big is that?
Huge. Game-changing hues. And Jace Morris, the big fella, able to scoop that up in the end zone, making sure no Halls Red Devil was able to come in and pick up a cheap one.
Set down to Sophie Starkey down on the sideline. Boy, but back and forth, the momentum is crazy in this game.
It really is, like a track meet, like you said, but someone we've mentioned a lot for Halls is Jarrell Chandler, and something interesting about his story is that there were many people that told him if he wanted Division I attention, then he needed to leave Halls, but he decided that he was going to stay, and the coaches just came to him. Miami, Tennessee, and eventually Clemson, where he's committed, all made their way to Halls, making him the program's first Division I signee since Ian O'Connor signing with Marshall in 2003. Coach Hughes has known him since 7th grade, and he says not only is he an amazing playmaker, but he's really changed how the youth program looks at Halls. He's actively involved in helping shape the youth program, but he's also showed the younger players that player development doesn't mean leaving your home. He made it possible at Halls.
Yeah, and that's one of the challenges right now in high school sports. It's been college, and now it's spilling into high school. That that relationship between the player and the coach has been incredibly important for Halls to keep Jarrell Chandler, because a lot of programs have come after him and he stayed.
I've been doing this for 8 years, and I've talked to a lot of head coaches. There is no other coach in East Tennessee that I've talked to, at least that I've heard with via phone call, via talking face-to-face, that loves their kids more than Brent Hughes. That was so evident in our phone call this week. It kept coming back to, what can I do for the kids? What the kids mean to me.
Well, even talking about the atmosphere tonight, we were talking about the game, and he said, look, the most important thing for me is great atmosphere for my kids last week against Oak Ridge. Great atmosphere in this one tonight against Gibbs. Great atmosphere for my kids next week against Powell. But major disappointment, a fumble into the end zone inside the 1-yard line. And Gibbs will run out past the 30.
And just one more thought on Brent Hughes. You don't keep a 4-star Clemson commit that you've known since 7th grade if you're not the type of man that he is.
Oh, no question. Yeah, and the same for Brad Turner.
Of course.
For Gibbs. I mean, two great coaches in this game tonight. A first down out past the 30 to the 34, a 14-yard run. Jones, the quarterback, hands off inside. Hall's ripping at the football, trying to get a turnover of their own. And always in the play is number 97. I have a feeling that Aiden Colt, the 9th grader, he's one we're going to be talking about in a large way in the next few years.
Kid's a unit. Absolute unit. And him and this Hall's front four.
They'll run the jet sweep to the outside.
Short.
And it'll be a 3rd down and 1. Call that a gain of 3.
Can the freshman and his crew on the defensive side, and Aiden Culp, bail out the freshman on the offensive side and Maverick Sharp? 3rd down and about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards. This is a play I think we'll mark down later.
3rd down and 2.
Triple option formation.
Smear Dallas will not get it. Halls is there at the line of scrimmage. It's a 4th down, and does Brad Turner dare go for it at his own 43?
Aiden Culp is there again. I think you punt this as a flag comes in late.
After the play, could be a 15-yard variety, and it won't matter. It'll be a 1st down into Hall's territory.
Was it the freshman? Couldn't see it here in the booth. Made the play.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 3 of the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
It's Chandler.
He's had a history of that. They make the play, and it's over on the left side of your screen. Chandler is locked up.
I don't.
He said something. He said something. Yep. Yeah, it wasn't on the violent tackle is made, by the way. Yeah, it wasn't on the pushing or shoving. It was afterwards that something was said.
You can't do that. This is the first time that Halls has really brought Zachary Wilson down behind the line of scrimmage tonight. He is not easy to bring down, but it was that time for Carson Pierce.
No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. Clock under 9 to go.
This is the first time it's really been 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10. They'll hand off to the guy you've been calling his name all night long, following blockers down inside the 35, but there is a flag back at the 41.
This is what keeps happening to Gibbs. They
2 flags.
Keep shooting themselves in the foot if it's on the Eagles.
Well, a discussion to be had. Oh.
Well, I don't like it here.
I wouldn't have the discussion right there. I mean, right in front of the Gibbs coaches.
Yeah. There are 2 fouls on the play. Holding, number 27 of the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty. After the play, personal foul on the offense. 15-yard penalty. Replay second down.
25 yards.
See, as a coach right now, both of these teams, I am pulling my team aside and saying, these are dumb penalties. It was a dumb penalty on Jarrell Chandler to jaw and cost your team 15 yards right there. And it's a dumb penalty right there for Gibbs. Keep your mouth shut.
You gotta stop doing that. I get it. Close ball game. Gibbs and Halls. And yeah, that's how I'd be feeling if I was Brad Turner too.
Yeah, keep your mouth shut. Act like you've been here before. So, good grief. Here we go. We're going to do some Packer geography again. Trying to get down to the 33 from the 35. What is it now? Second and 32. Second and lateral. Okay, I need Tim Petrie to help.
Again, he doesn't.
I don't even know what's that direction.
Tim Petrie's excited. Is North Dakota State Bison making their FBS debut tomorrow? I believe that's in the Fargo Dome.
There's a timeout taken down on the field. Take a quick break and a break.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jacob Wilco, and here at Knoxville Smiles, we don't believe that this is just a building or a business with trust. We don't believe that you can come in here and really believe we're doing what's best for you unless you know that we actually care about who you are. Being a part of the community isn't just hearing about what's going on. We want to be a part of it. It's an honor to be able to serve the people in this community who live here and work here and raise their families here. It's a privilege to be able to be a part of making Knoxville smile. So if you'd like to be a part of this family, we'd love for you to reach out. You can find us at knoxvillesmiles.com or call us at 865-539-1776. Look forward to meeting you.
8.5 minutes to go in the football game. Second down and 32 for Gibbs. You know, if I'm Halls, I'm just pinning my ears back at this point. They'll look to throw sidearm this one out to the far side. I'll let you say his name. You get it, man.
Yeah, it's Wide Spear Dowis.
Spear Dowis, okay. I've called him everything from Spider-Man to Spider Kid.
Kid can be whatever he wants when he's a 3-time state champion. Okay, 3rd and 27. Big thing here.
Get off the field.
That and don't start talking. Don't make a late hit.
Yes.
We've seen that the last couple of plays. Get the football back to your offense. Get off the field. And if you're Gibbs, do you try a shot play? You've got one-on-one coverage, which will be at the bottom of our screen.
3rd down and 27. He will look to throw. Throws this one out, and that almost intercepted. And a flag comes in back at the quarterback. A personal foul back at the quarterback.
What are we just talking about?
And this is just, this is just like, what are you doing? It's Aiden Colt back at the quarterback.
It's the freshman.
Let's see if that's the call. They're pointing downfield.
Yep, 15 automatic. That's what he just mouthed. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It is unbelievable that these two teams continue to make these just bonehead moves.
Guys, if you've got it, can we see this back in the truck? What? This is mind-boggling.
And it becomes just so frustrating as a coach, because I've said it ad nauseum tonight. These are two of our best, and it is so frustrating for both of these coaches when the kids are just making these decisions. Just, guys, just stop. So it's a 1st down and 10 for Gibbs at the 45. Hall's had him off the field.
Now if you're Brad Turner, run clock.
They'll hand off inside. Halls is there. wish they'd run the ball, and I agree with that, as Hall says they've got the football. Hall says they've ripped the football loose.
Sickles, man.
And the official says second down.
It's getting chippy down at the bottom of this pile right now. It's number 55.
Well, he doesn't like the fact that he's come up hobbling. Hudson Limbaugh. Bill Parcel named Hudson, one of my 4 grandsons was Hudson.
Absolute legend, I must say. Hudson Limbaugh, this is his first year on defense. Had 2 sacks a week ago. I think he's just cramping. Yeah, trying to stretch him out. What a look here.
Yeah, beautiful shot.
Talk about best crew. I mean, Scotty Wilson vision.
Tim Doyle vision. Aerial coverage brought to you by Gatlinburg Sky Park. Oh, in the backfield. Scary play. Ooh, that looked like that hurt.
That is 6-on-6 crime there. Finally, the Hall's defensive front getting pressure. They're getting into the backfield now. Great job here by Travis Brassfield.
So here you are again, a third down.
Oh, that's not that good.
And 10, that was a scary tackle, yeah. A third down and 10. You know, if you're the coaches, you're like, just as much I need you to make the play, and just as much I need you to shut up when the play's over.
100%. A little screen play here.
Third down and 10, they'll run an option. First time they've run this play, and the Red Devils will come up with the stop.
Brassfield again.
2 plays in a row for number 6.
He's got 6 tackles tonight. Now he's got 2 tackles for losses. Might have been for no gain.
Watch him. He doesn't take the fake. The pitch was too early. As the quarterback, you've got to go to the defensive end, and you've got to have him make a decision.
That made that easy for 6 and White. No,
Absolutely.
He was able to just go with the flow, go with the speed option. Hey, no harm, no foul for Hawks. No harm, no foul. Set up a punting situation, but now you might have to go a little farther with just under 6 minutes to go.
Gibbs will line up for their first punt tonight. As always, watch the snap. They don't punt often. Good snap. They'll get it away.
Good punt.
And a high punt that will go out of bounds inside the 20. Let's take us a break. We got a lot to decide with 5:28 to go.
Greetings from Hall's Crossroads. Since 1980, it has been our privilege to serve all of Knoxville. It's Rivalry Thursday time again, and we can't wait to see you at the ball game.
Safety, integrity, reliability. More people trust the Joe Newbert family to return their vehicle back to its original condition or better. Only Joe Newbert Collision Centers offer pickup and delivery, worry-free insurance claim handling, and guaranteed repairs for as long as you own your vehicle. Insist on locally owned Joe Newbert Collision Centers. And drive safely out there.
When life takes an unexpected turn, we're here to stand beside you. After a wreck, you deserve a team working for you. We fight for the results you deserve. OEB Law, we turn your wreck into a check.
Full moon is out tonight as Rivalry Friday is brought to you by Ted Russell Ford. D1, the place for the athlete. Food City, official tailgating headquarters for the Vols. And Knoxville Smiles. 5:28 to go in the game, 34-27. We get this new 100X HD lens, by the way. I'm going to throw it out there. That's the lens that we're showing right there, the moon. It is so powerful we can zoom in on the moon and then have to zoom out so that we can show the whole moon.
100X is crazy. I love it. 88 yards. Halls is going to have to go.
He'll take a shot downfield. Nice pass. Eddie Soto on the sideline makes the grab for the first down.
Lincoln Wilson came in from volunteer. This is kind of his first high A football in the state of Tennessee. He's on TV tonight. He is showing out.
So they kind of get out of jail just a little bit, and with 5:23 to go, it's almost do or die time now. Quarterback rolling, got to get rid of the football. Turns the corner, uses the speed, cuts back inside. That's a nice run to the 35. He made something out of nothing.
Quick stat line on Lincoln Wilson, 16 of 26, 236 yards, 4 touchdowns through the air. On the ground, 14 carries, 69 yards.
He's got some sneaky wheels, by the way.
He's over 300 yards of total offense by himself.
Impressive night for that young man. Second down and 1. Knox Burton, the running back wearing number 12. And they'll throw this one to the near side, and there is Jarrell Chandler.
Halls has 337 yards of offense tonight. Lincoln Wilson is responsible for 311 of them.
Well, Jarrell Chandler, as a flag is down at the 30, back in the area of holding. And that's
74 the offense. 10-yard penalty, replay second down.
Well, those holding calls are just debilitating, especially when you've just made a completion. You got a first down. However, it was a second down and 1, so it takes it to second and 11. It's not like a second and 20.
Something I don't like is offensive holding 10 yards, defense 5 yards. I've never understood that. Make it 10 yards both ways.
Second down and 11, 2 receivers to both sides. Wilson looking to throw. Throws this one out. Catch should have been made, I think anyway. Looked like alligator arms for Soto as Trevor Nicely, number 8, and 2 of his friends wearing powder blue were closing in on Soto, and he hurt it.
I like Nicely there. He put the seatbelt on, saying he strapped down a receiver. So now it's kind of...
It's third and 11. You still got 3 timeouts in your Halls. It's not do or die right now.
I take back what I said. I think you punt if you don't get it here.
Well, no, you have to. It's your own 25. But they're going to take a shot downfield. Yeah. Nobody is there. Chandler is asking for a hold, but there is no flag.
They are going to punt.
And they'll force a punt.
Holding call came back to bite him.
So 3:58, you've got all 3 of your timeouts. And if you're Gibbs, you're literally 2 first downs away from salting this one away.
And this Halls defense, they have stepped up here in the fourth quarter. You know, you get the fumble in the end zone, get it back, back onto the defensive side. They have stood up. They've bent, not broke tonight.
Third punt of the night. Dare Brent Hughes think about a fake? Dare he think about a fake? No, he won't. And off the side of his foot, what a horrible time for that. But the second of 2 Scholar athletes, it is brought to you by Roger L. Newman Heating and Air, is Parker Thompson. 3.6 GPA, senior for Halls. Congratulations from Roger L. Newman Heating and Cooling. Not a good time for the football to go off the side of the foot for a 15-yard punt.
Like a cat with 9 lives. Can they stay in it? Again, you got to get a stop. You've got
Hey,
3
all
timeouts.
of the rivalry apparel brought to you by Bacon and Company. They have done such a wonderful job. Official apparel provider of VolQuest.com. They do a whole lot for UT with the move to Adidas. Highly recommend our good friends at Bacon and Company. Inside handoff. Halls had it bottled up. But a nice job of tough running for a gain of 7 yards. Let's head down to Sophie Starkey.
You know, I don't know if you can hear behind me, but we've talked about the atmosphere, and I'm not talking about over at the Gibbs student section. I'm talking about down at the line. We've talked about the linemen being the personality of these teams, and I just witnessed a guy try and tie his shoe, and the linemen come over and say, nope, get up. We are yelling, and we are standing. There's not even a break on this sideline to tie your shoe. And when your offensive line coach is Brent Gibson, Knox County Sheriff, being sworn in next week, it's probably a little bit harder for you to try and sit down. You got to be engaged the whole time. I mean, they are absolutely in it until the last second.
How'd you like to have the sheriff yelling? I mean, not Peyton Manning, I mean, the real sheriff.
Well, he was the sheriff's center back at his time at Tennessee.
Second down and 3. Dancing for the first down inside the 30, and Halls continues to rip at the football. And at 2:52 to go, you'll have to use the 3 timeouts if you're Halls, but another first down could win it for Gibbs.
Personally, I think this is a good call here by Brent Hughes. Don't use it yet, but you have to get 3 stops here. Use your timeouts in succession.
Correct.
Get the ball back. But if you get a first down.
There's our illustrious sheriff right there.
There's Peyton Manning center back.
Isn't it funny how the sheriff, the center was now the sheriff?
100%. Okay. That was
They have not used any timeouts left. The pitch to the near side, and a timeout should be taken here by Brent Hughes. And it is.
Good gain of 4 on first down. That's what you want if you're Gibbs.
Clock continues to run for some reason. They have called a timeout. And Brent's saying, yeah, ask for to fix the clock. It should be back at about 2:14, I would say. Hey, coming up September the 8th, I plan on going to this with one of my son-in-laws, Raise the Bar. Jimmy Dykes of ESPN joined us on Saturday, and he's putting on this event over at Sevier Heights. 6:30 p.m., real men, real stories, real faith. And I think our son-in-law, Will Jaggers, and some of his family, we're going to be going to that and looking forward to that.
Curious who Will Jaggers will take with the 2nd overall pick in the Nelson's No Fun League. But anyway, back to Jimmy Dykes. Best color analyst, in my opinion, at the college basketball side. Great faith as well. Great gentleman.
It's great to have him on.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, having Jimmy Dykes on Saturday and then Brent Hubbs tonight. How about that?
The stars are out. They follow us here at the Rivalry brand.
Yeah, September 8th is a Tuesday night. And then that week on Thursday, we'll have, I believe, Clinton at Carnes. And then a special night on 9/11, South Doyle at Carter. Both bands coming together, Flyers coming together. Expected to have a helicopter flyover for a special 25th commemorative night. Axel Logistics giving out 1,000 commemorative shirts that night of Axel Never Forget.
It's going to be a powerful night.
It's going to be a special night.
I wonder if we can get the helicopters to buzz the booth. We'll see.
Negative, Ghost Driver. The pattern is full. 2nd down and 6 at the 25. Inside handoff. A first down could end it. Halls will take the timeout, and a key 3rd down and 3.
You get it to 4th and 1. Do you go or do you attempt a kick?
Good question.
So right now, it would be a 39-yard field goal if they don't get any yards. So
we'll see what happens. I think he's, Brad Turner's thinking you get the first down. Next week, looking forward to 2 great matchups, Central and West. Central winning big tonight. West running into the Maryville machine tonight, so West will be at 1-1, not a surprise there. Central and West at a key region game on Thursday, and then Friday night on Action Logistics Rivalry Friday, Kingston and Loudon. Loudon winning tonight, the Battle of the Bridge. I saw 23-0 was the last score of the 4th quarter. And Kingston, I don't know if they're playing tonight. I have not seen their score.
I think that'll be 8 consecutive for Loudon in the Battle of the Bridge. Thinking more on what do you do if it's 4th down. You're not going to punt it.
Well, first off, you're going through every scenario there is in the world, and Brad Turner is only thinking one thing.
First down.
He is thinking, get a first down and let's go home. Kingston tonight beating Oliver Springs 49-14. So we've got 2 2-0 teams next Friday. 3rd down and 3. Inside handoff. Halls is there. And does the pile go forward, waiting for the whistle to blow?
He needed the 19.
So here is your scenario. 4th down and 1.
Timeout hasn't been taken yet.
Halls has finally taken the timeout. He let about 10 seconds run off the clock. And so here is the
4 linemen up front for Halls. I do a little quarterback sneak off right guard or off left guard.
Way too much going on up here in the booth.
I'm just trying to show it to you here.
Okay, hang on. We got to come on camera here.
Okay.
Because Zach is up here trying to show us something.
You want to be my center? Maybe we shouldn't do that.
Okay, go. So
okay.
Do it again. Here's what we were doing.
So if you're the quarterback in this triple option attack and Kevin Jones, you get the football, you take that left or right step and just fall right in between your center or one of your guards.
Wildcats? Remember where they had the lineman, they just pushed him over? Is that what we're talking about?
Was that a movie from like the 80s? I had to. But if not,
that was actually good. Yes, it was, actually. Sorry.
If you've got like a goal line type defense, let's say 8.
Goldie Hawn was young in that movie, okay?
Maybe you hand it off to your back going up.
Not now. Okay, I see what you're saying. That's way too complex. That's like a Spider YZ banana call.
Spider 2Y banana.
Whatever. All right, so it's apparently he's going. Turner's like get the first down and win it. I'm not kicking a field goal, let them block it, return it. One yard to win it. Quarterback sneak right up the middle. They push the pile. I don't know.
I don't think you got it.
Where do they mark it?
That's why you don't go with the play that I call.
Halls is saying that they got the football.
He needed the 19 again.
Halls is saying they've got the football.
He got the 19.
Nobody's agreeing with Halls that they got the football. I think they're going to mark it at the 19. It's going to be a first down, and the game's going to be over.
They'll bring out the chains, of course, but first look makes me think first down.
He's going to turn and say first down, or is he going to measure it? You're going to turn the microphones down over here. There's a whole lot of...
It's a rivalry game.
Yo! Oh, here we go. Shane Day. Look at him going out there with the camera.
Look at Brent Hughes with the athleticism.
Oh, look at this. Shane Day is... Oh, look at that view. That's Shane Day vision for you.
Shane Day.
Here we go. He looks out. If it's first down, game's over.
It's over.
First down. Gibbs now 2 for 3 on 3rd down, and just by that much they get the first down, and now they can go into the victory formation and they can take 3 knees.
He went quarterback sneak off left tackle, or off left guard. Just saying.
The officials, here's where the chippiness of this kind of rivalry, you've got to keep control of the game. But you've also got to communicate with the players and say, guys, let's get done with this game.
Right on cue. Here's a flag.
Yeah, flag on the Halls bench.
This will be 3 in a row for Gibbs.
And Halls will start 0-2 against 2 very good football teams that the games went either to overtime or down to the last minute of the game.
Doesn't get easier next week with Powell at home.
And they'll turn their attention to the Powell Panthers. This is a good football team over at Halls, and these are 2 good football teams.
Don't forget about last year. Halls started 0-3. They went all the way to the 5A semifinal.
Yeah, they did.
This is not the last that we will see of Brent Hughes and his Red Devils.
And Gibbs next week goes over to Alcoa.
Welcome to that region. What a football game we had.
Yeah, what a game. What a game.
And that's what you want when these 2 teams get together. Be clean with the snap.
Yeah, but once again, the officials have got to go talk to these players, and they've got to get to 0-0.
One more snap. and Gibbs will make it 3 in a row. They will improve to 9-5 over Halls since this rivalry was resumed in 2013. Let the boys celebrate.
Yeah, that will do it. What a game tonight between two really good football programs and a great rivalry. Final score 34-27. Gibbs gets the win over Halls. It is time now for the KOC Dolly Parton Children's Hospital post-game show. We've got some awards to hand out, some gift cards to give out, shirts to give to some big uns in the game. As we do turn our attention to the KOC Dolly Parton Children's Hospital. And, well, the name Dolly Parton Children's Hospital has a little bit more meaning these days, does it not? Let's head down to Sophie Starkey down on the field. Sophie?
I'm here with our Calhoun's MVP, Braxton Smith. In a tight game like tonight, what is the mindset on the offense?
Well, you know, we were getting a little tired towards the second. Obviously, I was cramping a lot, didn't get in, but we just had to keep pushing through, keep doing what we do. We got a really good offense and defense. Just got to keep doing what we do.
There was a lot of weapons that your quarterback was using. How did you guys just all come together to help produce again and again?
Yeah, we got a really good run game, which opens up the pass game. We can do a lot of stuff.
And then this just being second win of the season, how do you guys keep this momentum? 2 really high-scoring games for you guys so far.
Yeah, I mean, we got to stay humble, keep working, watch film. We got to learn from this game. We always make mistakes, we learn from them and get better, and we'll be better next week.
Thank you. Congrats.
Thank you.
Soft-spoken down there on the field. He's not soft-spoken when he's got the football, though.
Not at all.
Yeah, just saying. All right, Sophie's got to work on getting the Bigs Only biggin of the game out there. Joe Newberg, collision of the game.
Oh, you got it.
They win with it. It's the first time ever that it's 2 players on the same team hitting each other.
Zachary Wilson, you don't want to be anybody running in front of that guy.
All right, here's the Bigs Only biggin of the game down there.
I'm here with Seth Sieber. Obviously, both sides of the ball very important for tonight's game. What was your mindset on the defensive end?
My mindset was just get the win in front of this home crowd. We haven't had an atmosphere like this at Gibbs High School in a long time, and it was just for the community. Everything that we did tonight was just for the community of Gibbs and Coreyton. Gotta love God's country, baby.
Yeah, and I saw you guys on the sideline.
Play Gibbs football. If we play Gibbs football, no one can beat us. How we keep up with that is we just keep energy up. We got great music. Whoever runs the soundboard up there is amazing, does a great job, and we just bounce off of that. We just go off of what he's doing.
What was the message for the defensive tackles tonight?
Oh man, you know, it was just go, just play ball tonight.
Congrats.
Thank you very much.
You know, and here's the thing. My wife, Dee Dee, and I were talking about the interviews, and I said, you know, the best interviews are actually the linemen because they've never really gotten to be interviewed before, and so they're so excited when they come over. Well-spoken. The biggest. You want to time now for the colossal play of the game, and if your Halls turn away, because here it is. You were going in the end zone inside the 1 to tie the game at 34. Did not get the handoff. 1 yard away from tying the game at 34. And that was the Colossal Productions play of the game. Hey, our thanks to Jim and Nick's, as always, for providing pregame meal to us. 2 locations just outside of West Town Mall and then in Alcoa as well. One last spot before we wrap this thing up.
There's a reason so many people are calling East Tennessee home. It's the mountains, the lakes, and the people who make this community special. And as East Tennessee grows, so does its real estate market. With over a decade of combined real estate and appraisal experience, we know what your home is really worth. And when it comes to real estate, time is money. Thinking about selling? Trust the Jaggers Home Group, your local listing experts and official real estate partners of the Rivalry brand.
You know, and Jaggers Group is the sponsor of Make the Right Pick. Here's my challenge. These were the results after last week. I look at the games and I can't say exactly who got what right because we're trying to call a football game. So I can't sit here and say, I mean, yeah, I took Loudon, I took Sevier County, I took William Blount, got that wrong, 2-1. Took CAK 3-1, took Hardin Valley 4-1.
So I know Austin made the same picks as me this week, trying to keep that lead. I get it. I think me and you both went 4-1.
Okay.
We got the Hardin Valley. We split on Heritage and William Blount. We both got Sevier County and Loudon correct.
Okay. Anyway, we'll work on that. we'll figure that out of how to do this. I need an extra set of hands to be able to do this. Hey, what a game tonight. Final score, Gibbs gets the win 34-27. Do invite you to join Emily Ray Cochran and Elijah Nixon on the Blitz on WBIR. All the scores and highlights. We'll have a post-game wrap for you. What a game tonight. Have a great weekend, everybody. We will see you next week. Central and West on Thursday. Kingston and Loudoun on Friday. Gotta love high school football in East Tennessee.